February 3rd. It's our first episode of February this year. Jake looking handsome in his new outfit. We'll get to that. We got some topics on the board. We got some packages we're going to open. We got some weird news, and we got a bunch of other stuff. But first, I must start the show by asking, are my headphones on or is my mic on? Because I can't hear anything.
Coming through, but you're quiet.
Okay. All right. Jake, how are you?
James, the big baby himself, Big Baby David. Everyone live in the chat. BBD just had a realization.
Hold on.
Full hold on or half hold on?
We're live. We'll play the song again and do some unplug, replug stuff.
Sure.
Play the song?
Yeah.
Hello.
Welcome back to Jomboy and Jake Radio. Yeah, I don't think there's any snare in my headphones. I think the people can hear us.
We're in headphones 3 and 2. I don't know if that makes sense.
But I think you can hear that, right?
I can hear
Yes.
you, yeah.
Yeah, so it's not the headphone issue.
Okay.
Oh, okay. It's the mics. Can the
Mics.
people hear us?
What you want?
Near you, but you're quiet.
The mic in the palm of my hand.
Can you turn my headphone up and turn your mic down?
Turn it up.
Trying all these things.
BBD is very loud, they're saying.
Much louder.
Interesting.
How about it?
How about it? Welcome to the show.
Technology.
Rocket my headphones as high as possible, and please make me deaf because I can't hear a damn thing. We're unusually quiet.
Want to do some unplug, replug on?
Yeah. I'll unplug anything once. The good stuff. Oh, I didn't know we're doing whistles.
Got to blow in it. It's like a video game. Put BBD on the main desk.
Well, then it's just the same issue.
I don't know how that
Hello.
works.
Then I'm on those
Hello.
mics.
Wait.
Jake sounding loud. I think we
I think
can hear.
mine's better now.
Yep. How about that?
Just a little suck and blow.
Just a little. Hey, how are ya? Shake it up,
Sure.
baby.
Come on and shake
Technology.
it out, baby. Now twist and shout.
The N64 had it.
I just got a weird. Did you ever get? Ow! I just got a weird phantom pain in my fingernail, like someone poked it with a needle.
Is it phantom pain if you feel it? I think that's real pain.
real pain.
Phantom.
But I don't know what occurred to have it
Phantom
happen.
contact.
Have you ever had your fingernail? Probably not. I've lost 2 fingernails in my life, and what they do when you do it, when the nail's like suffering but hasn't detached from your body yet, they get a burning hot needle and they drill straight
Break
down
through it, yeah.
to break through to get it released.
Yeah.
Have you ever had that done?
Yeah.
You have?
Yeah.
Oh, that's weird.
Okay.
When did you have it done?
I don't know. I think I slammed my hand in a door. Nail came off.
I didn't know you were a nail came off guy. That's cool.
What's the percentage of people that are?
You're like one of the only people I've also met.
Oh, God, I thought like almost everyone's had a nail come off.
Fully off. Like you didn't have a nail for like
Removed.
months. Yeah, yeah. BBD, you ever lost a nail?
No, my brother has, though.
Okay. Add him to the mix.
Yeah. Something's going on with the mics and the board. We don't really know what, but
We're twerking on it. We appreciate you guys. We got some chords going.
blame the snow.
Oh, yeah. Blizzard.
Good snowstorm. I love it. We've talked about it on here a lot. I just love the elements and like it coming to you where you live. Like living in San Diego where it's the same weather every single day. It's just so boring. Like right now outside is a completely different world than it will be in 2 weeks.
Probably.
Hopefully, unless we
Get
get another storm.
snowstorm, yeah.
Well, okay, 3 months.
3 months. for show. Getting that for show.
Like my road is just a one-way street now. Zach, are you coming in to help?
Oh, no.
Zach's got a thought.
Zach, here comes
Zach's got
Zach
a thought.
again.
It does still sound wrong, if I'm being honest.
Zach's got a thought.
Zach's thinking. Oh.
Watching levels.
Oh, okay. Well,
Zach had a thought.
God, that sounds so much
now
better.
we're coming in our ear holes.
oh.
If you can now turn my ears down a little bit, BBD.
So we recorded a watchin' yesterday, a watchin' guts, and we use the different headsets when we do watchin' guts.
Turn mine down.
So that's what happened. Okay, good to know. Good
All
work.
right.
We use the headsets that have the mic right up to our mouth, so that way when we're doing watching guts, if we lean back, if we're here, you hear everything we say. Where on this, it's nice to lean over here and be like, Jake sucks dick. And no one heard what I said.
You said Jake sucks dick.
See, I said deck.
See, I watched a Seinfeld episode about that last night, and you said dick. So, he's in the book. I think Joms is in a current state of periodically forgetting he has that book, that every time he remembers, there's this glimpse of excitement. So he's got the book, and he's rearing to go.
It's a good book. It's a good book. No, I used it to get out of the conversation that we were in.
Baseball records.
Yeah. Baseball records. How are you enjoying the snow? Because snow life in the city is much different than snow life in the suburbs.
Yeah, a little bit.
You didn't have to shovel at all.
No, didn't have to shovel. I mean, it's a giant snowstorm. I mean, everything shut down level of snowstorm, like the CVS's and stuff, which that's, anytime that goes down, something legit is happening. And, yeah, man, I mean, it was real. It started, Sunday into Monday. Zach and I came in, and when we came in, it was still like the fun euphoria of a snowstorm, like it's happening. This is fun. It hadn't gotten sloshy or anything yet. And then it was funny because, we were only here 10 to 1 or whatever it was. And by the time when we left, it was like, like the world's going scary mode. Like there was no cars on the road. The snow was really piling up. You're hearing the subways saying, like the train schedule is going to change significantly. And you're just like, what's that mean? But no, man, it's awesome. Love a big snowstorm. Noodle the Doodle's gotten to let it rip in our local playground a couple times. So we're enjoying ourselves.
Did you see, I don't know if I posted these pictures anywhere, like how Mac comes in from the snow?
Yeah. Sticks to their fur or hair.
He's just a giant ball. It gets really, it's like, kind of sucks because underneath it gets clumped. He loves it. A lot of dogs love the snow, obviously.
You got to brush the hair a lot.
Yes.
Otherwise.
But he's
buzzsaw.
Going crazy. Like this one, he's just like so deep
What
in
do dogs think?
It's a playground, man. Little kids love the snow too. I got trapped in the blizzard of 96 because what Mac just did, like jumping in the biggest pile,
Right.
I
Your
did
mom
as a
had to save
5-year-old.
you.
Yeah.
I think that's been on JJR before.
Probably. So I get it.
Yeah.
Snow's fun. BBD came and picked me up yesterday, and it's like, it's like the neighborhood turns into that show you used to watch, The Colony.
Yeah, a little bit.
Everyone's got their snow blowers, and then they're like helping each other out, and like you use my driveway while we clean this, blah blah. I didn't get any snow blower help this time, and I didn't get to put my car in a driveway, so I did a lot of shoveling to keep my car so I was able to leave today. Because there's some cars that did zero shoveling along the way, and they're still trapped in my street.
Yeah, that was
it was heavy snow.
Arriving to the Bronx this morning, there was a caravan of people that were trying to dig out all of their cars from just the trucks coming through and the storm.
They got legit 4-foot walls around their car.
Yeah. It's a real one. It's cool. It was funny when BBD had drove me home Saturday. We did the Arenado pod here, and then we had a nice little trip to U-Haul. BBD helped me get some boxes. for the move coming up Friday. Exciting, miserable. Had a female weightlifter help me out, so that was kind of intense.
That's awesome.
We're both sizing each other up.
She win?
She would have.
Yeah.
She would have.
It's cool to have a weightlifter help you move stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it was all light boxes and packing tape, so it wasn't. If she was helping me move, that would have been cool. It's just supplies.
Just organizing
yeah.
boxes and tape and
Not as cool.
Not as
bubble
cool.
wrap.
Not as cool. But yeah, we were driving over the bridge, and there's one of those, I don't know, the signs that light up that's like, click it or ticket.
What bridge?
Buckle up. You're my bridge guy, DVD.
I don't know which bridge that is, but it was.
Did you
we
go
were,
down
on
the
FDR
Bronx?
Drive.
You
In
went
the
down.
opposite way that you and I would go home.
Yeah, so you went down the Bronx and then crossed over into Manhattan from down there.
Yeah, you do
Yeah.
the big left turn.
Yeah, what's that bridge? It's a nice bridge.
It's a nice bridge, good views. But yeah, they had one of those signs, and they were like, "Yeah, big winter storm coming." And me and BBD looked
It's
at
like
each other
wind
and
warning.
we were like, "Did you know?" And we were both like, "No."
You had
we knew
no idea?
Snow was coming. We didn't
I mean,
know it
this was
gonna
Saturday
be,
afternoon.
I'm in the same place. I knew snow was coming, but when I checked to see how much, and it was 100% for the next 48 hours, which ended up being wrong, I was like, oh, whoa, shit.
Yeah.
I was really mad because I would have brought my mic home if I knew that.
Yeah, the first time I looked at the actual weather forecast, it was 12 to 18 inches expected. It's like, oh, and I do think
It's
I
a
think,
top 5-10 New York City storm ever.
I think it was a funny mix of, Corona times, a lot of people inside and doing stuff, and this didn't affect as many people's lives as it would normally affect, and I think the timing, a Sunday night.
It's nice.
If you bump into people with work or normally, if you've got a snowstorm and coming on a Wednesday, you start talking about it hard on Monday. Is this the real one? Blah, blah, blah.
Snuck up on everyone.
This one really did. Jomboy is deep in Google Maps trying to figure out what the bridge is.
I think it's the 3rd Ave Bridge.
3rd Ave Bridge.
I'm on it right now on Google Maps. Google Maps is wild. Yeah, it is. It's the 3rd Ave Bridge.
Whoa.
That's the one.
Yep.
The 3rd Ave Bridge.
It's a nice enough bridge.
It's a nice bridge. You do whatever you got. You go left, you go right at the end.
Those are all the options.
Baby sky, blue sky.
How do you like this outfit? Do you want to get right into it? Fashion committee?
Everyone's talking about it. It's the talk of the office. We have an update from the fashion committee. I had referenced this before. This is the half hoodie flannel that was recommended. It started out, they were saying you should get a flannel to wear under a hoodie. And I was like, Poppy's too hot for that. That's not my game. So they were like, okay, we can kind of combine the two. So I was like, all right, let me see it. So yeah, it's a nice little hybrid. I mean, this is as warm as an outfit as I can wear indoors.
Let me feel it.
So when I wore a jacket.
Oh, that's really light.
I wore a jacket into work today, and I was like breathing heavy, hot.
Yeah.
But no, it's good. I think it kind of goes with these jeans. They're the end game. I'm supposed to get a pair of Hot Boy shoes. I think we're looking at some Jordan 1s or something. Been out of the shoe game forever. So I was going to order them, but I'm moving. Dude, and some of these shoe websites are intimidating. They're not listed as normal websites. StockX, I don't know if you're familiar with it, but it's an intimidating website. Because it's got different buy low, sell highs on different shoes, and I don't think they come from one distributor or anything. They've kind of outsourced it and made a marketplace. So I was scared to order something because I'm moving. So I didn't want something to go to the old building. Not that it's that inconvenient. It's right next door, but it's still, if there's anyone that could blow that, it would be me. So.
And it also it's the sister building, right? So they'd have figured it out and probably gotten it.
We would have figured it out, but it adds a level of chaos.
Want to avoid that.
Yeah, and I've got to test the package system at the new place anyway, so we'll do that. But yeah, I think I've got the Timbos on, and it plays with that. I think with a pair of Hot Boy J's or whatever they are. I mean,
You feel comfortable in that outfit? Like it's you?
I do feel comfortable in this outfit. I think with the shoes, I'm starting to get close to borderline. And I think the other thing, Jim, it starts getting into necessities. I've always been a comfort guy. When I was still at Rexall, I would wear golfing pants. They were light and super comfy, and that's kind of what the Lulu gang does now. So, like, these jeans aren't uncomfortable. They've got stretch to them.
Mm-hmm.
They fit well. I mean, this is a throwover. It's loose. It's not tight anywhere. So everything's comfy. I definitely think if I was wearing a brand new pair of shoes and rocking this outfit, I'd probably start, like, walking silly.
It's stylish. It's different than any like
a little
style I've seen
stylish.
you in.
And this is
Also, I have a little like 10-year animosity towards this outfit for you
Okay.
that is going to shock you, and you're not going to remember this, and you think I'm lying. I had a jacket that was similar to that, and you made fun of me, and I never wore it ever again.
Was it Burberry? Because a lot of people are commenting Burberry.
It was
and I
this.
see that?
This. And it was the most comfortable jacket, and I liked it.
I
and,
made fun of you.
and I wore it to the deli, and you said I'd never look more like a town loser, and I never wore
it.
it.
Had nothing to do with the jacket.
No,
it was
you-
the rest.
No. It was the
It was
jacket.
the outfit tied together.
But it was the jacket.
Yeah,
You
that
said it,
jacket.
and I never wore it ever again.
That jacket. And there is some differences here between that and that.
Very similar.
No, this is stylish. That's like a lame beat up plaid. Like I'll go back on it. That plaid.
This is it.
I mean, go back to the picture that you just showed.
Well, it's me driving. I wore it in the snow a lot. But it was a plaid button-up hoodie.
that's a plaid like I'm a man that works with my hands hoodie.
It was a little thicker than that one.
It was thicker. It's like
It was awesome,
it was mechanic.
and I never wore it again.
It wasn't stylish.
Well, my mom got it for me as like a stylish jacket.
I don't think it's a stylish jacket. I kind of stand by it. When you're wearing that with like, I think you're probably wearing your gray sweatpants and you're wearing that hat you were wearing. Yeah, that's a townie outfit.
But
I think
I
that's
mean,
fair.
he usually wore it with jeans and Timbs. Like it was this exact thing.
Not this exact thing. Thank you, Style Committee. You guys are killing it. Gotten a lot of good response, except from John right now.
I think you look great.
Thank you.
No, I think it looks good.
Appreciate
If you feel like, if I wore that, I don't think I'd feel like myself. But I'm very self-conscious.
You get into your wardrobe a lot.
Yeah.
Apparently, we got memories from 10 years ago.
I was
coming
just
out.
telling Katie, because Katie's wearing plaid today too, and I said, I asked my mom for a plaid hoodie like that forever. I wore it once. Jake made fun of me. I never wore it again. So I
Wow.
can't wear it anymore.
Inner demons. Let them out, baby.
Yeah.
Holy smokes.
And then, because she's got one now too.
So I think that's the thing where my fashion committee would come at us, because I see what you're saying, that those are on similar planes, but I think people past our level of fashion, which I'm now in, that's why I'm critiquing it,
Yeah.
those aren't in the same world.
I think they are.
I mean, you can reach out to my fashion committee, but
I'll send BBD the link.
okay.
I liked plaid so much. We went to Kohl's once, and told my mom that to get it. Like I was like, I like that jacket.
Yeah.
And then she's like, really? And then we went to a different department, and the jacket got stolen, and I couldn't get it. I was like, fuck, I wanted that. I thought that would look cool. And then my mom finally got me the one, and I wore it a couple times. And then it wasn't just you, but it was like you and Evan were like, yeah, that doesn't look good. And I was like, fuck. Threw it on the top of my closet, and I never wore it again.
Again, and we just did kind of the townie conversation, and I think what you were repping it with, I think became a factor. And I'm sorry if you felt bullied by that. It's funny when you were talking about the plaid. I remember when the plaid became like the hipster, just generic guy shirt again.
I hate that.
I know, and I relived that whole cycle.
Do you remember when we went to Maggie McFly's in Southbury, and 3 of our friends had the same
shirt.
exact plaid, that purple, different SKUs of purple plaid shirt from like J. Crew?
Yeah.
Like, every dude our age had it after college, and they had to dress nice for job interviews.
Yeah, it was like the getting dressed up for going out shirt, but not getting dressed up for going out.
Yeah. Yes. It's really. Well, we have a picture. I think we switched all their heads and stuff. Remember, it was like Mason, Proch, and someone else.
Yeah.
Was it Cram?
Maybe I don't. Yeah.
We just rotated all their heads.
Head swap.
Yeah, that's the one I had.
Like, yeah, I think with that jacket, I think the rest of the outfit has to accentuate that. If you start going south with that, that's a comfort hoodie.
But I would wear it
This
with
is a
jeans and
stylish
Timbs.
hoodie. I'm picturing, because I picture you in like those gray sweats you used to wear and like a lazy, we're going to the deli or something.
Well, that's like one day, but yeah.
Well, if that's the day we critiqued you, I'm sorry. I wasn't a fashion guy then.
Now you are.
High fashion now. Every Wednesday.
Do you have the next outfit picked out?
So we got lost in the shoes for a little bit.
Shoes are tough.
Shoes are tough, and you know, I mean these shoes cost a pretty penny. These are going to be one of the bigger investments.
Shoes have that price factor. Like clothes, you generally know what it's going to cost you.
So, there's Sammy's down the road. It's near the stadium. It's like a stylish clothes store. They've got some shoes in there. I debated going in last night, but I thought they'd laugh at me pretty hard.
Sammy's? Like in this area, you're going to buy something?
It's like the only clothing store. Like if we walked from here to the stadium right now, it would be on our right. Like it's right before.
Just typed in Sammy's to Google Images.
Right before you cross the street to the like people that are selling veggies and stuff.
By the
Is
wig
it
shop?
by like that bodega there?
Yeah, past the wig shop.
It's definitely
past the
by a bodega.
Yeah.
Sammy's
In
Fashion.
every
Yeah.
corner.
Or is it Sammy's Fish Box?
Sammy's Fashion and Sammy's Fish Box.
No, it's gone.
Yeah, dude, it doesn't search so hot. I gotta warn you because I tried to do exactly what you're doing and no, but you would if you walk by the sign you go, oh yeah. Where you take a right to go to the post office.
Oh, by the tap and all that place?
Yeah. So it's right before that. But I thought
Like
about
one of those first doors around the corner.
It's not even around the corner. It's on the main road there. So yeah, debated going in there, but it was still snow day mode, and there was 2 people working and nobody else in there. So I thought they'd laugh pretty hard if I went in and was like, I'm looking for a pair of stylish sneaks. So I didn't do that. So I think I'm going to order a pair of shoes, and then I was like, hey, if I'm going to be ordering these shoes, like, I don't know, could we just find maybe a kind of a plain t-shirt or something that we can start doing? And I think I'm going to, I was sent and I could get this over to Beef BD. It's a Dazed and Confused, like, t-shirt. It's the LIVIN t-shirt. So, you know.
You're going super hipster style.
It's stylish. Wednesdays.
LIVIN t-shirt? Like
I can put a link in the sheet.
Like this? Like with the Dazed and Confused logo?
Yeah, it's not that logo, though. I just put it in.
I can't picture you wearing that.
I know. That's because I haven't been stylish.
But you're not a huge Dazed and Confused guy.
What's that mean?
I don't know. I feel like to wear like a movie or like a band, like you got to be like upper echelon of that movie or band fan.
I don't think so. I think that's the wrong world that we've been living in. You know? I don't think I wear that shirt and someone's like, let's do a 2-hour podcast on the movie and some of the deeper thoughts on it. They're like, oh, yeah. It's kind of a mindset.
Is it just like this?
I put it in the sheet.
I thought about watching Dazed and Confused recently.
Should do it.
I watch it like once every 6 months. It's like the easiest, best movie.
Good watch.
Your link isn't clickable.
Copy paste. Copy pasta.
What the fuck's going on? Bad request. Homage, huh?
Ad.
Oh,
Apparently.
so it's this one. I mean, they're like using this image.
Yes.
I just think of Evan Macris.
Yeah. It's one of our friends who we've called on this show before,
Yeah.
who leaned into that movie and McConaughey very hard as part of his life, but just a graphic tee. I think that's what the kids are into these days.
Graphic tees. That's what we
tees.
kind of sell.
Yeah.
I'll see how it looks. See how it plays.
Here we go. So
I don't get that
thanks,
one.
Fashion Committee. Thanks, everyone.
I'm not in the fashion world. Good job, Fashion Committee. What else do we got? Do you want to talk some sports? Do you want to talk? Oh, I want to play this. Someone just said that they mentioned me on PTI.
Yeah, yesterday. I thought you were interacting with those people.
What? Yesterday this was?
Yeah.
I haven't listened to it yet, but I did hear that it happened.
Fourth quarter of last night. Four fans out of their seats in the fourth quarter of last night's Lakers win in Atlanta. LeBron James and a male fan got into it. According to Jomboy, both were cursing at each other, so shout out to Jomboy. Four fans out of their seats.
Cool.
Corny's a fan. That's a second shout out, right? Astros in this.
It wasn't Astros. It was Kornheiser. It was like when Scherzer refused to get taken out of an inning.
Okay.
And he was like, Scherzer was like, no, I'm fucking finishing this. He shouted me out on his podcast. Very much like.
I thought there was another PTI. I remember people doing the rounds
Yeah,
of PTI.
yeah.
I think
PTI, it was like Long Live Jomboy or I don't know.
Something like
Someone
that, yeah.
involved with PTI is a fan.
We thank you.
So that's cool. Thanks. According to Jomboy.
That was a pretty wild one, John. Tell the people. Walk
The
us
LeBron
through it.
one?
Yeah.
Yeah, the LeBron one. Well, we owed DraftKings a breakdown for this week, and without any football, there was no like big win. Usually, the last couple weekends, it's like there's one big one. All right, I'll give that to DraftKings as their sponsored breakdown. I was like, fuck, there's nothing because there's no football. Nothing crazy happened in hockey or the NBA, and I hate doing old breakdowns. And I've kind of like just like tapped out. Like I'm not doing old ones anymore.
Yeah.
People request them all the time. I hate it. So I downloaded Malice in the Palace because I was finding like people ask for this all the
Right.
time. People ask for it so much that I like don't want to do it at all.
Right.
Like zero interest. So I downloaded it, and I was
Plaid.
What's that?
Malice in the Palace.
What about it?
They became the plaid shirt.
Who became? I don't know the reference.
We're just talking
You're
about.
talking about how plaid shirts have become like the generic, like guy shirt.
Oh yeah. Yes. It's so common that I don't
Everyone.
like.
You got to
it.
fight.
Everyone will request it.
Got to fight that.
No, I don't like when everyone's just unoriginal. It's just like if I do Malice and Palace now, it's just unoriginal. There's like 30 for 30s on it. No one needs my fucking breakdown. But I needed to give something that I knew DraftKings would get a reaction out of.
Right.
So I started editing it, and then my Twitter blew up with like this LeBron shit. And I was like, oh, thank God. It's like Fairy Breakdown Angel came and was like, here's something else to do. So I just fucking bowed out of Malice and Palace, got the LeBron video, and then I was trying to read his lips for so long because I could get some words, but it seemed what only thing I could do is like all the guesses at what he would say. It wasn't that. Like I was looking for words like shut up or sit down or, and all the context clues led me nowhere. And then I saw that the woman that she was with was filming. I was like, that footage has to be somewhere. So I searched around her Instagram and all that. And by finding that footage, I also found the woman's Insta story. So then I was like, okay, this is hilarious because she's just being such a, I mean, can you say like bimbo? Is that like a...
Ooh, I don't know where bimbo lands anymore.
I don't know.
Bimbo. I mean, she's definitely.
I don't really know
There's a
what that
stereotype
means.
for whatever she is.
She was
What's,
being an obnoxious girl.
Obnoxious
I
gold
hate
digger.
these fucking shoes.
I mean, she's
like, come on.
officially a gold digger.
No, not according to her. She loves him for who he is.
That's fine. I'm officially saying it.
So anyway, I found all that stuff and I was like, this is funny. So then when you listen to just that video, you can hear the players talking, but you can't figure out, you couldn't hear what they were saying. I was like doing this, I was raising the volume, isolating it. And then I was like, oh, whatever. So I synced it up with the game footage and then it all made sense. Like both sensors are going. I'm like, he called him a old steroid ass blank. And I was like, that's fucking funny.
Yeah.
And I was like, no one else has this because it had gone crazy. Everyone was doing what they do with it. And I was glad that I had something that was, it wasn't unoriginal. It was like, all right, I found, if I didn't find that, I was going to scrap that too. Because everyone else was posting the clips. So, and it wasn't like there was anything else to add. But then I knew it was going to be funny. And then I found out her husband LeBron called him steroid ass. So I was like, well, let's include a picture of him because that's funny. And then his Instagram name was Daddy Carlos,
Fire.
which also made me laugh if I just called him Daddy Carlos instead of whatever his name is. So I was laughing the whole time.
And hey, she's laughing right now. I mean, I checked her Instagram at the start of the day, and at the end of the day, she almost tripled her followers. She's on her way to being exactly what she wants to be.
She posted an apology. Did you see that too?
I saw the note.
Yeah.
I saw the note. So hey, good for her. But yeah, she's
she's from my home, not my hometown. She's from Livermore, California, where I went. Like how someone was messaging me. She didn't go to the same high school, I don't think, that I went to. There's 2 high schools in the town, and she might be Ritzy's year. Like, I wonder if my sister Ritzy knows her.
So that's the whole thing.
Her sister is Ritzy's year.
That was I was excited to show my Jessica. I was like, hey, I think there's something from Jomboy Media you might like today. And she enjoyed it a lot. And she, like a lot of other people, had an audible gasp when she drops the I'm 25 years old. So do we have any confirmation on that yet?
She posted her birth certificate.
Where?
Like Insta story or somewhere. Someone told me that. Like she was getting bullied so much that she's not 25 that she posted her birth certificate. Is what I heard. I didn't see it.
Okay. Rumor mill.
But yeah. I mean, I had a gasp as well. But again, I don't know about if I'm allowed to have thoughts on that as a male.
Well, no. I mean, it's not. It doesn't have to be a rude thing. It's just like if you are, she's clearly had so much work done by age 25 that it's like, oh my god.
I don't even know if she's had work. Well, she got a boob job. Someone told me that because they said like, yeah, we know her as that. But go and get a boob job if you want a boob job. Who cares?
Same.
But she did her makeup like she was old. I don't even know if there's plastic surgery involved. Like it was just so heavy.
I guess there's an assumption with LA, and there's different things you can do with your lips that I know, I mean, dude, like regular people in Dallas are getting Botox like right out of college. It's like preparatory Botox, and I would assume that someone like her may be involved in something of that nature, but good for her.
I love when the breakdowns go outside of our audience and into a new audience. Oh my God. There was one that people that have never watched it before, some of their reactions are hilarious. I like this tweet. I'll see if I can find it. This woman quote tweeted me and just said why is he announcing like this? Which made me laugh. Maybe I can't find it.
This is probably the biggest one on Twitter in a while, right?
The Chuck one.
Outdid this?
I don't know. Let's see. This one on Twitter has 563. That probably outdid it. I didn't see that recently. I don't know how to spell Chuck. Jomboy.
TK.
What was LeBron at?
560.
Yeah, 563, I believe.
That's the other one. That's the second.
Brother.
333. So yeah. Bigger. Yeah, it was wild. I knew it was going to be big though. And then what sucks is I post it, and sometimes I post and run if I don't think it's going to be fun or good.
Right.
I won't look at the comments for a long time. I've told you that. This one, like I'm like, I brought something to the table that no one else did. I figured out what LeBron said to her. So I got done with it at 1 a.m. And then I'm just laying in bed, like looking at everyone's reactions and enjoying but it took me a while. Katie was like, I'm going to bed. I was like, hey, I'm gonna finish this.
See there.
And I was like, pretty gummied up. And I put my face in it at the end, which cracks me up. Wow, face reveal, first time. Did you see my suggestion for the fashion committee?
I did see that. That's I mean, I don't think the people can see that, but that's a hell of an outfit. What are those shoes? Are those inflated?
I don't know. They're footballs.
I would wear a male kilt at some point.
Be free?
I mean, I'd probably wear something under there.
I don't think you can. I think that's the whole thing.
I'm not Scottish.
You gotta be free balling. That graphic's cool. So yeah, that's cool. PTI. Thanks.
Kornizer.
Yeah, I thought I was cool because I thought if people wanted to say what LeBron said, I would get mentioned in it. old steroid ass.
Old steroid
And then it's
ass.
funny to see, like, on YouTube and Twitter, like, how many people are like, on both sides of it or yelling at me for being on both sides of it.
Sure.
Like, I don't really have everyone sucks here. If anything, they suck more.
Yeah, I mean, the courtside fan is always going to be the initial suck more.
And, yeah. And, like, if the dude didn't even say anything. Like, if the dad started with LeBron, then LeBron's allowed to say his stuff back.
This is a massive win for her. I mean, let's go check the follows. When I first checked, which was the morning after.
It's a massive win, Jake, but she's getting, like, if she's sensitive to people saying mean things about her, she's probably going through a very, very tough time.
Yeah, I think she's gotten these mean things before.
I don't know. When I saw on Instagram, how many does she follow? Because when I went to her account the very first time, she had 15 or 19, I forget, and I was blown away that she was as active and she was like promoting shoes and stuff, and I was like, oh.
80K now on Insta.
There you go.
So, she was in the game. This gave her a huge boost, and I think you just got to compartmentalize those people that say the mean stuff, which I'm sure being her married to a 60-year-old billionaire, she's heard some things before.
I don't know what Daddy Carlos does besides steroids.
Daddy Carlo. Oh, my steroid ass. Oh, hell no. BBD on the soundboard today.
Snap. That was lit.
Bad guess by you.
Wow.
Do you want to talk some
No,
sports
that was the soundboard.
before halftime? I put some other stuff on the banter here.
The golf trade was kind of big. I wish we didn't have insight on that, but we almost half did.
Well, we knew that. Yeah, we knew that something.
Yeah.
But it was a lot of rumors.
We wanted to do something with golf, and he half declined.
Well, I don't even think we asked.
Yeah.
I don't even think we asked because it was like
We
he's
heard
going
that he
through
wasn't
some,
looking to do stuff.
Yeah, he's going through some
which
stuff
means
right
he
now.
probably knew stuff was going down. NFL man stays winning. You had Carr traded. I haven't even heard.
He's
that
not traded.
that much. Traded next. You have
rumors that Carr might be a very similar trade for Watson now, where they would take on Carr and he would go to the Raiders. That's what I was reading last night. It was trending on Twitter.
I like that. Twitter trends.
That apparently it would be a very similar vein trade.
I think I like that.
That'd be fun. Watson's going to be the story for a while. He is locked in. We looked into it. Like, a quarterback that young and that good has never been traded, which is pretty wild.
I have an opinion on the LeBron thing that Fayu just responded.
Say it.
Because a lot of LeBron stans, which are the weirdest people in the world, actually, not specifically LeBron stans. Like, no matter what the video said or was titled, they were just going to, like...
Right. They're coming in
so hot.
in a China shop.
No matter what. And they're like, LeBron said he didn't want them kicked out after the game. Well, he fucking told security specifically, hey, it was the husband that said stuff first. If he didn't want the husband to get in trouble, he wouldn't have said that. So it's kind of wishy-washy. But also, fuck those fans. If they chirp at you, LeBron's allowed to chirp back, and who cares? But, like, everyone's like, LeBron said he didn't want him to get thrown out. Like, well, after he threw him out, he said that.
Yeah.
The security literally says he wants you to leave. So you're out.
Yeah.
But anyway, the Carr stuff in Watson would be cool. The price for Goff, everyone was shocked at, but then it kind of made sense because they took on Goff's contract.
Yeah, he's got a massive contract. Feel bad for Goff. I mean,
yeah, it does suck.
How quickly things turn, dude. You're the guy in L.A.
Super Bowl, like
MVP type stuff.
He can get out. I mean, if he puts up anything in that shitty Detroit team or looks like the ray of light, Stafford did for a while. He was like the ray of light on a terrible team after Megatron left. Like, he can. It's only 2 years. He's still young. Like, but it is kind of QB death.
Yeah, I mean, it's just been a tough franchise, and they just hired a head coach that, like, his intro press conference was like, we're going to be gnawing people's knees. What was it, BBD? The press conference for the new Lions head coach, he's like, we're going to be eating people's legs or something.
Like, you're going to knock us down, we're going to take out your knee on the way down, on our way back up, we're going to take out the other knee. And
he's like, Cowherd had a really good tweet that was like, just remember that he's going from Sean McVay, who's, a football expert, to basically Fred Flintstone, which is like, that's tough.
I thought the Stafford, I'll go anywhere but New England was
the
most interesting piece.
Yeah.
Patricia must have pissed everyone off.
Yeah, I mean, he tried to do the problem with a lot of the Belichick assistants is they've tried to become their own version of Belichick instead of just being themselves, and it's been a disaster. So,
But it seems like Joe Judge is gaining the locker room's
Joe
respect.
Judge is starting to break it a little bit. But,
Yeah.
Joe Judge had that clip where he recovered the fumble and, they had the hoses spraying and stuff. He's
down and dirty.
that's not Belichick,
You're right. You're
It's
right.
like his media stuff is
He's been
Belichickian,
himself, and
but-
even the Dolphins head coach Flores, he's been himself. So, I think Josh McDaniels, all these guys that initially came up and were like, "Oh, Belichick's hot assistant, let's copy everything Belichick does." They had the weird press conferences. Matt Patricia went on, pardon my take, and he gave Belichick answers to stuff, and it's who do you think you are?
yeah.
Be yourself, be a normal human. So
Maybe that is himself.
I don't think it was.
Yeah. He seems like he.
You can hear, yeah, dude, you look like a guy. Basketball staying hot in the streets. Games not fully mattering yet, but we're getting there. Football, Watson, Super Bowl this weekend.
Yep. You can do anything?
Jack invited me over. He's got a nice apartment, but he said he was gonna invite over a crew of people. And I was like, I think that's gonna work, but interested. I don't know. We'll see how the move goes. We're starting the move on Friday, and I think we'll see where we're at on Sunday. But
Moving's fun.
moving's fun. We'll see.
Dude.
The weather looks kind of
I want to get my
Meh.
backpack that I left out there
okay.
because I watch so many movies and shows. I'm just going to give a quick grade for everyone.
Okay.
But I got to get this. I left it
Go
out there.
get it. Me and BBD will distract the people. David,
Jake?
what are you thinking about?
Not much. I was somebody mentioned mailbags in the chat, so then I was kind of frantically going in there. The thing with the matches, we're gonna do that after this.
I think so.
Yeah, that's not part of JJR.
Figured.
We got to go
matches.
outside. Nice. We got to do that outside.
We have matches.
So, Jake, when you asked me last weekend, how was my weekend? What did I do? And I came up blank.
Right.
Kind of shook me a little bit.
Yeah.
Because I don't like that.
I had a nice conversation with your Katie where on Wednesday, there's Monday, Tuesday, there's 2 days. And with the snowstorm, it felt like we just went through a weekend.
Yeah.
So the weekend feels 2 weekends away right now.
Yes. Well, but last weekend you did it. It was just Wednesday, and I had no idea what I did Saturday, Sunday. I kept an active journal my whole life from 14 to 22,
Journal.
and I have a really good memory, partly because that's how you do it. You write stuff down or you
Right.
rethink. So I'm keeping a bullet-pointed list of my days now,
Okay.
so I don't forget. So I wrote down, like I have every day, what we've done. Just got to keep the brain sharp.
Sure.
But I watched so many movies, and really quick, I'm just going to let everyone know.
Let's hear 'em.
Dark Waters, watchable. That's what I'm going to say.
Okay.
Just go watch it or don't watch it. Palmer with Justin Timberlake,
Ooh.
watchable.
Exciting.
Go watch it. It goes straight. It goes straight for the heart. Very predictable, but it'll get you.
Like JT in that role.
Yep. Master and Commander, old Russell Crowe movie.
Ooh.
If you're in for a slow burn kind of thing, fucking very watchable. I've seen it before. Our Friend, the new Casey Affleck, Dakota Johnson, Jason Segel movie. I mean, you're going to be so sad. It's really no redeeming qualities
Probably
at all.
won't watch.
It's just so brutally sad. At points, I didn't want to watch it anymore because I was like, I'm not even feeling happy emotions at all. So if you're into that, it's a good movie, but it's so sad. The Next 3 Days, another Russell Crowe movie that's old, done, not worth it. What else did I watch? The Tiger Doc. I finished it. Watchable. I think you should watch it.
Tiger Doc.
Oh,
the golfer.
Yes.
Okay.
As a Tiger Woods fan,
Yeah.
just reliving those memories and how good he was and some insight into that is
Yeah.
awesome. The drama stuff, who cares? It's very interesting, but I understand it's skewed.
Right.
But just the footage they have from the tournaments is
Old footage.
phenomenal.
Yeah.
Your Honor, Ep 7. I think me, BBD, and Ant are going to do an episode review on Morning at some point. The Little Things. Don't watch that.
Ooh.
Do not watch The Little
Heard
Things.
you coming in hot on that. Heard a lot of good things about it.
You have? It's gotten
Yeah.
awful reviews.
No, the whole EMAC, Jack group chat, they were all into it. And then your review came out, and they were like, "Oh, damn."
Oh, yeah, it's got terrible reviews.
Yeah.
From the places that I like to go. No, awful movie. The biggest waste of good actors ever.
Damn.
I actually don't like Rami Malek or whatever. I don't think he's a good actor.
Raimi.
See the guy from the
Night at the Museum, too.
Yeah.
Prince. Not Prince.
Yes.
Queen.
Night at the Museum 2 is probably his only good role. No, he's really good at Mr. Robot.
Or was it the original Night at the Museum? I think he played the Egyptian guy.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think he's good.
Freddie Mercury. He plays Freddie Mercury.
Freddie Mercury.
Yes.
I don't think he was. I thought that movie sucked too.
You're not a Rami Malek guy.
I watched
No,
that.
he's the
because my
same
mom
thing
really
every
likes that
time.
movie.
Just like
He's-
kind of creepy and stiff.
Got the eyes going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then what else did I watch? I think that's all. I thought I watched something else. Whatever. Oh, I'm watching the new HBO documentary, The Dale, Lady in the Dale. Just started. I want to ask Ann about that. So good. So crazy. About a con man. Became a woman. Conned everyone. It's bizarre.
Double con.
Was selling a 3-wheeled car called the Dale that could help with gas mileage. And then they were like, "You're not even a woman. It's not your name. Oh my God, you've been she was on like most wanted list. They changed their gender, and then like rose to like being magazines and all that. Then they were like, "Wait, you're him."
Yeah.
Wild story. So go watch that too.
Okay.
There you go. Watched a lot of
Watching.
stuff. Yeah.
Holy smokies.
Boom.
Boom.
And then last night I was watching a baseball documentary, and a guy that was getting interviewed for it said 1908 instead of 1908 for the year. And I just made a note about that.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's so badass.
That's pretty cool.
Like, the year was 1908 is so much cooler than the year was 1908.
1908.
Yeah.
That is good.
And then I made a note also, it's like saying coyote instead of coyote. Most badass thing you can do.
Yeah.
If you call a coyote
We've
a
always been a coyote. But
I mean, yeah. I don't think I can say it because I'm not badass.
yeah.
But I mean,
I think in
coyote.
early JJR we had like a full 10-minute coyote sesh.
I think so. Like one of the first episodes. But coyote is just badass. So that's
huge.
That's the first part of the show.
I had my weird thought of the week. It wasn't that weird, but I just thought it was funny that we've kind of. I feel like we mentioned this originally, but I did my Jakey questions at night. Does anyone want to talk? And I kind of got one of the, I don't want to say generic ones to put people off, but it's like, what was like the craziest night you had in college? And we've run through it here before, Soxers and some different things come up. I like, and this one is entailed to me, but we had a buddy who had a house away from campus a little bit that he was like, hey, you guys can throw parties at my place, Taylor. And so we threw a few parties there to kind of hit and miss results. Like we had the first college idea of like, hey, if we do Jungle Juice right and we sell enough, we'll make money. So we did it like 3 times. We never made money, but we're like, I
think Taylor just stole the money.
And there's a chance that happened as well, but we'll get there. But it was funny the first night that we were like we made money, like we had it, and we were like, this is huge, this is awesome, like we figured out the formula. Our buddy went to jail that night, and it was like the exact amount we had to bail him out with. It was like we made like $210 and bail was $200.
Also, all the money had been in my mouth.
Yeah, that'll happen.
I guarded the door and be like $5 for a cup, and then they'd hand me a $5 bill, and I'd just grab it, put it in my mouth, and say thanks.
And I think Jim might need. Was the good one? That one was that CEOs.
We had a bunch. We had Jersey Party, Pajama Party, CEOs. I think those are the 3 we had at his place. It was on like the 3rd floor of this old building, and we had like 50 people in there, and it felt like the whole floor was going to tumble. Like it made the house feel like a treehouse.
It's one of my lines, so I feel weird touting it, but you just picture a young, grimy Jake who's covered in jungle juice and crazy drunk, and I was screaming, grab a beam, find a beam, because I thought the house was coming down.
Yeah.
So I thought like when you were on the floor, you could feel the areas that had a beam.
Yeah.
So I was
no,
like,
I mean, it was dangerous.
I was dancing wherever there was a beam because I was like, if we're going down, I want to be on the beam.
He also
Pretty gnarly house, huh?
Oh, bad shape. And he didn't know his roommates.
Yeah.
So they were like in their bedroom while this was happening.
Half not cool in hindsight.
I have pictures.
Some good, yeah.
Like I have a picture of you dancing, but this isn't when it was crowded. Oh my God. We look so gross.
So gross. I'm stylish.
Dude, everyone looks so gross in these pictures. This is a funny one of you and me. I will send this to BBD and he will put it on screen. But so what made you think of that house?
I was just thinking it was funny because I don't know. I think I was thinking of someone asked me like craziest party story, so that was on the mind. And then it was just in my head, it was kind of funny because we had that. I think if you host college parties, eventually you come across the mindset of like, could we make money from this if we do it the right way?
But then we were like,
it's just not worth it.
It's douchey and who cares?
So, but I thought it was funny, like, we kind of figured out the formula after 3 or 4 parties, but we had to bail our buddy out, and then we were, like, over the formula at that point.
We also, I mean, do you remember when the first time I realized he was an alcoholic was when we left, like, 2:30s, and there we are.
Ooh, hot.
That's your
jersey party.
That's your Bulls jersey.
Hopkins jersey, and, MJ.
And that's Evan Macris, who we were talking about earlier, behind us.
Big
Evan Macris. Yeah,
guy.
Just stylish. We left like 230 racks and 2 handles of vodka or some concoction of 3 at Taylor's apartment on after Saturday, and we're like, hey, save those. We'll drink them on Thursday. And Thursday came around, so it was like Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and all 4 were gone.
Yeah.
And we're like, what do you mean? What did you do? He's like, I drank them. And we're like, just by yourself?
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah. I was like, that's so much to not even have like a buddy with you there?
Yeah.
Like just alone? And then, yeah, he went to rehab like 2 years later, and I've been sober since.
He's better now. He's in really good shape.
Yeah.
So?
But that was like, whoa.
Yeah.
How's that a thing?
Yeah. Hindsight. Pretty 2020 on a lot of that.
All right. We have trivia.
Trivia.
Hold on.
Wait
for
for it.
It's time for trivia. Can everyone still hear me?
Should we eat the weed now?
Oh, fuck. I wanted to eat that at the top of the show.
We forgot.
Do you like saying words like top of the show?
Not as much as you do.
I don't. Like, people say that, and I'm like, why'd I say that? You just hear people say it on radio all the time. Because I was going to say start, and then I changed at the top to sound like I'm like, dude, we're doing interviews right now for, like, real business people, you know?
Yeah.
And obviously we have investor group. Sometimes they drop all these words on me, and I'm like, oh, like, we're going to talk like that? Someone dropped, like,
Dude, I felt that with one of the kids we're interviewing for the intern job.
dropping words that we don't use.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was like,
man.
I should use those words. Those are fire.
Dude,
Instead of saying things like those are fire.
Some of the words, like, it's just like, come on. People they like saying like, let's jam on that for a little bit. Like if I ever say like, let's jam on this for a little bit when we want to have like a group think session, like kill me.
Yeah.
Just delete me.
Yeah.
We should get on the
We'll
phone and
leave you
jam.
out
We should
of
get
the
on the phone and
jam
jam on
session.
this for a little bit. Like, shut up.
Yeah.
What are some other words that people say that we talked all the time? Anyway, someone was like, yeah, we're industry outsiders. And I was like, they're saying that not about us, even though we are.
Yeah.
And I was like, shut up.
Yeah.
What does that even fucking mean? Just jam on this. What? There's some other ones. Maybe I'll write down lists of like, I guess, media industry terms that I hope I never start saying.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we're mixing a combination of like good business jargon.
I only have 2. How many did you have?
2, dude. So I was kind of mad at you last time because I got 2 in mine, and you're like, "Oh, did you eat all 3?" And I was like, "What?"
And you ate 2.
Yeah.
Did you eat both this time?
Yeah. Do we want to split the other one?
No. You want to? Because we'll get kind of high.
It's for the company, man.
These don't. No. Oh, for our company? Because
Yeah.
this company isn't a sponsor. Zev just sent us weed.
Now, when we were just talking about cool things to say, not cool things to say, Zev sent us weed. That's cool.
Zev is a great dealer name.
Zev, you should get into the drug game more, man.
Yeah,
I don't
Zev.
want to tell you what to do, but you should start selling drugs.
Zev sent us over. The red ones have 3. Says Zev in the chat.
Okay, Zev.
Our landlord in college name was Zip. Zip and Zev.
Don't get me going.
That's a
Zev.
sitcom. Zip was our landlord in college. He's probably still a landlord for Central. He had like 30 houses. He was
CCSU's Daddy Carlos.
He was straight out of Jersey Shore. Like, the situation might have been his role model. He would wear sweat jumpsuits with no shirt underneath.
Velour.
And we would make our checks out. His name, I don't want to say his full name, but he had a full name. Probably
Half
doesn't
not
care.
cool.
Yeah, I probably would have. He had a full name, but we would just make our, like, wait, what should we make the check
Write the
out
check
to?
to Zip.
Nah, just fucking write it to Zip.
I've probably told this numerous times on here, but our moving out day, we had no door on on our house.
On our apartment, yeah, no door.
No door on our apartment. Tough start.
3 windows were broken.
3 windows were broken. The microwave, the stove
Was broken.
door was broken. The refrigerator had tons of dents in it
Yeah.
from smashing bottles. So we were like, okay, our deposit's gone. Let's just hope he doesn't charge us more. So we finally call him and tell him, and we're like, Zip, here's the deal, dude. Like, no door. 3 windows are broken. Fridge has a ton of dents in it. And he goes, oh, you boys are good. Just make sure you fucking sweep. He's like, I got a door guy. I got a window guy.
Got a window guy.
And we're like,
I just don't want to do any fucking sweeping.
our jaws just dropped. Like, this apartment is like, looks like it's been through hell and back. But we swept and we got our deposit back, I think.
Full deposit.
Yeah.
Well, it transferred over to the next house we
Next
lived in,
house.
which was also a Zip house.
Also a Zip house.
The door was broken because Jake and I broke it down the night before.
So, final day before moving out.
Yeah. And we threw one last party. We've told this story.
Tell him.
Our friend got too drunk, went to mine and Jake's apartment, which was on the 2nd floor, locked the door so no one would bother him, and fell asleep on our couch. So when we needed to go to sleep, we're like, what the hell is this? So we broke the door down. He had bolt locked, like 4 different bolt locks. So the door was literally, it wasn't like the door was broken off the hinges. The biggest piece of the door was like a piece of wood you would have found like on the beach that washed up, like this big. And then Jake just ran in and threw his drink all over the kid's face. It's like, get up.
Don't remember that. What's your trivia question?
Oh yeah, I forgot we did trivia question. Let me find it. I'm sending. We got to fix the system so I can just put stuff on the screen right away. I don't know how to do that.
Okay.
I was sending BBD some pictures of our apartment in its heyday, so people have a visual of how we treated it. My trivia question that I earmarked for you was. Is that me?
Out of context, tweet something at me, and I want to make sure I knew what it was.
Hold on.
Yeah, be careful with the chat come trivia time, beepers.
Well,
we
you
doing
have to close the chat for trivia now.
Yeah, it's me.
Ah, okay.
I'll do it. Where the hell? I just earmarked this page. Oh, okay. It's an easy one, Jake.
Easy one.
Who has given up the most home runs in their lifetime?
Ever.
Most home runs ever given up.
Pitcher who gave up the most home runs ever. Cy Young.
No. Wrong.
Nolan Ryan.
Wrong.
Pedro Estacio.
Wrong.
That one felt wrong.
How many do you think the most home runs given up is?
I mean, let's see. If we're talking in recent years, you get towards like 20 to 30 a season. Someone who had a long career, 20 years. What's 20 times 20? That's 400. 400.
Most home runs ever given up is 522.
Okay.
Now think about someone who had a really long career as a pitcher.
That's where I went Nolan Ryan on it. Jim Cott.
No. I think you, like, ask questions, or because I think you should get this.
Are they from recent history?
Recent enough?
Okay, recent enough to party.
Recent. I think it falls in recent.
Are they a Hall of Famer?
No.
Currently not a Hall of Famer.
Currently not a Hall of Famer. Like, still has time, but I don't even know.
Okay. Known for pitching in the AL or NL?
Both. 25-year career, never won a Cy Young, one All-Star appearance, got Cy Young votes 3 different times. Not a lot of black on his Baseball Reference, but 25-year career pitcher. Pitched from age 23 to 49.
49. Is that Wakefield? Like, who's old? I'm blanking.
Necro.
Recent.
Some more recent. Oh, Jamie Moyer.
Jamie Moyer.
Oh, wow.
Yes, Jamie
How about
Moyer.
that?
Jamie Moyer gave up 522 home runs.
Damn.
In 2000
Safeco for a while.
in
too.
2004 at Safeco, he gave up a league-leading 44.
That's tough. Yeah, I guess I should have thought a little more steroid era too.
I thought you would get that one, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, when you said the age thing, I was totally lost.
I thought 49 was going to
Yeah, no.
hand it to you on your lap.
No.
All right, so let's see who hit the most home runs against him. One of the best right-handed hitters of all time,
Aaron Boone.
Manny Ramirez. There's pictures of our floor in
That's a
college.
good one.
What we would do is the end of the night, we just start smashing all the bottles, and then people would leave. That was the only way we could clear out. All the girls would start crying. Why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? And then, you see a chair there. Eventually, the chairs got broken, and then the kitchen table.
Oh, that's a good one.
And then the funniest part is, at one point I was very drunk. I said, "How are we going to clean this up?" And then I smashed the broom over my knee.
Yeah.
So we had a half broom. It was like a miniature broom. You had to get really bent over to sweep. It sucked. That was like, I regret not much, but breaking the broom
Half
sucked.
It's tough.
Half broom. You have a trivia question for me?
I do, James. I do. And with the assistance of Big Baby David, or somehow Zach has found his way in the room again. And I'm Zach. And Monster Pecker. Guys, from 2017 to through last year, so 4 seasons, 3.5 seasons, there are 10 outfielders last 4 years who have accrued 13 WAR or more. So 13 wins above replacement. It's from Baseball Reference. I know there's a bunch of WAR idiots
10
out there.
outfielders in the last 3 years?
Over,
Three and
that
a
have done
half.
it over the
Since
last 4
2017.
Okay.
So by the metric of WAR, it would be the top 10 outfielders.
For the sake of those people, which war are you using? Not that it's going to change our guesses.
Yeah, because I don't know what makes up WAR. So there's really
good
you're just
defense and good offense.
yeah. So the best all around outfielders for the last 3.5 years.
Yes.
Trout
is second.
Mookie.
Mookie is 1.
I mean, I feel like you're going to throw Judge on here.
Judge is 3.
Does
Bellinger, Yelich.
Bellinger 4.
Giancarlo monster years.
Yelich is 5. Giancarlo is 9. You guys are hot.
It's got to be somebody that's like, this is the surprise and why you're asking.
Ozuna.
Ozuna is not. He just missed.
Hicks.
Hicks is not.
Soto. Well, his defense isn't great. He's
No
young.
Soto.
He's only got 2 years.
It came up in 18.
When did Acuna come up?
Do we say Harper yet?
Are you having Brett Gardner on here? Is that your fucking trick?
Brett Gardner is 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Brett Gardner is 10, and this is
Someone's
why I'll
the
be
trick.
tweeting this in a minute.
Alex Gordon.
This is my butter knife from before. Nope. There's 3 left. 2 center fielders. and one guy who's good, but again, you don't know, you don't picture him in this light. He would be the other outlier.
Does Kiermaier rank up defensive WAR?
Not Kiermaier. Just signed a big contract.
When you get there, we say him already.
Springer. The other two, I mean, if you guys want to guess, you can. Lorenzo Cain and Tommy Pham.
We did pretty well.
No, you guys
But
did
again,
great.
it's just like name the best outfielders currently.
A little bit. I mean, that's when you get into the loopholes towards the end. I mean, you get the Tommy fans and the Brett Gardners, but, it's funny. I heard.
Those are theoretically Gardner's worst years, too.
Yeah, no, like that.
That's like
he's got one really bad year in there, but it's always funny hearing the Yankee fans discuss the Brett Gardner tale and who they'd rather
Go look
have.
at the comments under our latest Talking Yanks
Oh,
video.
yeah.
Enough Gardner, he sucks. So fucking crazy.
We're doing some Talking Yanks voicemails and stuff after, and there's some Gardner questions. One of the ones that didn't make the cut but made me laugh. I played them one that was this guy was just all over the place on Gardner. That's not this one. But another guy was like, would it be insulting to give him a minor league deal instead so it doesn't affect the luxury tax? Yes. Yes,
So
that'd be very
insulting. Yes. Hey, Jesus. Jake,
This guy meant well, but
the other question that
And by the way, Judge at 3 with all the games he's missed.
Yeah, I mean, it goes into how much do you value Baseball Reference's WAR, and
Right.
if you were to
If you
ask me
take
that,
out
I would say
17,
no, I don't value it. So it's a little.
she
tricky.
changed it to 18 through 20. Judge is probably much further down on the list.
Yeah, that's 17 years, like
17
one
years,
of
a
the
big
best
one.
years ever. This was an interesting in the record book here. Most games lost in a season with 0 wins. Do you have any? You're not going to get the names because it's super old.
Yeah.
No, there's one from the 80s. The highest is from the 80s. But do you have any guess like what the number would be? Like
I'm guessing like 14.
13. Is the
Okay, I was
record.
going to say at a certain point, you just, especially with how they used to value wins and losses,
Do you think it's a starter or a reliever?
I would guess a starter. If you're a reliever and you're blowing 14 games,
This is last year in the bigs,
oh no.
so that sucks. His name was Terry Felton, 1982. It was his last year. No, he was looks like a reliever. Okay. I thought it would have been a reliever. He was a reliever.
He loved it.
Well, let's see. He started 4 games, and he got the loss in all of those. Wait, hold on. It says result. Oh, that's not his result. It's a
The team's result.
Okay, so in the 4 games that he started, he only got 3 losses.
Okay.
He did get 2 saves, 2 holds. No, he got 3 saves, 2 holds, and a blown save that didn't lose. Man, he had a 4.99 ERA.
So are we happy with him that he's in the record books?
Hey, his name is in this book.
Yeah, right? We're talking about him.
Terry Felton. Yeah, unfortunately, it was his last year in the bigs, though. He was 24 years old from Minnesota. His ERA in 1981 was 40. One game, 1 inning. Oh, fuck, dude. 1 inning, 1.1 innings pitched in his only game, and he gave up 6 earned runs. Then he set the record for losses his next year. It's a tough break.
It's tough.
quadruple A guy.
The Brewers slapped him around.
Oh my God.
He didn't start the game either. They replaced him. He came in the 3rd inning. It sucks. His first at bat he struck out Robin Yount in his first at bat this season. That's his first career at bat. And then it went double, fly ball. So he's got a man on second, 2 outs. And from there it goes single, walk, home run. Roy Howell got him.
Roy Hall.
Howell. Bummer. All right, that was trivia, and now we're going to move on to the portion of the show that we have named Halftime. We have so many gifts and packages.
Boxes and boxes and boxes.
So we have a letter here from Lily. I like her handwriting.
How many L's?
I wouldn't say good handwriting, but I would say fun handwriting. It looks like a Comic Sans almost.
It's definitely a font. I like it. You can read every letter.
Huge. I can't say that for yours.
No, you literally can't. Should I start
It's
going on this
legible,
other
and that's
box?
Yeah. We'll just deliver them separately. All right, we have a letter here from Lily.
Lily. 2 L's?
1 L. Lily's a pretty name. I've said that like 3 times now about flowers. Like we had someone named Rose come up, and I was like, that's a pretty name, and it's like they're flowers. They're
You're
pretty.
in on flower now.
Flowers are pretty. I want to make sure that I should read this. Very official, like, you know, she signed it and then has a sign. I think this is just like a very nice letter.
Okay.
It's from LA, writing to thank you for the content your company produces. Watching your videos and listening to your podcast always makes me happy. As a baseball fan, I love talking baseball, as well as Wake and Jake and Jimmy's breakdowns. Jomboy's analysis of Fernando Tatis Jr.'s controversial Grand Slam and subsequent apology helped me see the other side of the debate. Oh, an open-minded Lily. I constantly go back to the post of Jake dancing to a Rosarena Macarena cover, and it makes me laugh every time. I also love the new trivia show. Awesome. I'm excited to see where it goes. A few days ago, we received a Houston Trashers hoodie from your online store. I had ordered it for my little brother's birthday. When I told him it arrived, he got very excited. He says he's going to wear it everywhere. He's most excited for the people to think he's an Astros fan just so he can explain how much he hates them. Ha. Rope-a-dope. I know you guys are going to be big, and I am so happy to be able to watch your careers unfold. Thank you for bringing so much happiness and laughter in the world. That's just very, very nice.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Lily, if you're watching this. If you're not, we will make sure we send a nice response. Make Sam in charge of that.
Wow. Thanks, Lily.
You didn't believe me? That was 1 L?
No, there's a Lily
an L
that
at the front.
interacts with us on Twitter, and I want to see if it was that Lily.
Oh, okay.
So I wanted to show that respect. It was not. Thanks, new Lily. We got another nice note from Brittany.
Brittany? Oh, Brittany can be spelled so many different ways. Is it Brittany or Brittany?
Brittany.
Brittany.
Yeah.
Brittany.
Is that the number 1?
Brittney. Ney is also. I don't know what's the most popular.
Interesting.
I don't know what's the most used.
Jimmy
I
Jake.
would do if I was naming someone.
Jimmy Jake BBD. These caught my eye at the store, and I figured they may make a fun snack for JJR. I hope they aren't terrible. I'm a huge fan of everything that you do. I couldn't be happier for the success you have achieved. Keep up the great work, and thanks for all that you do, Brittany. Thanks, Brittany.
Hey, for the people watching, how much nicer is it that Jake has a panel? Oh my God, Baconator. Wow. Jake has a panel behind him now. There's a little more uniformity to the backdrop. We'll be decorating it soon, hopefully.
Baconator Pringles, which seeing that burger on this can is intimidating.
Dude, I've been going down the like team up marketing schemes. Because the other day at the store, I saw Oreos that were Lady Gaga Oreos.
Yeah.
I was like, what? Like, how does that? This one like is
How
both
many
food and food.
conversations had to happen?
Yes, because as we've been on the backside of some of these licensing deals and shit, you're like, you understand how much of a headache it is.
Conversations.
Yes, so many conversations that we've had haven't gone anywhere already, and you're like, how long was the process to get Lady Gaga Oreos? So this was the only thing here from.
There's another box. But
Well, we'll
that's
eat these
all-
first.
Yeah,
Okay.
That's all from.
And if anyone's watching in the main office, first one in gets some Baconator Wendy's chips.
Come get them. Come get them. Zach's on the other side of the door, though, so be gentle. Knock.
Just do a smell first. Just
Whoa.
yeah.
Oh, my God.
I did a smell, Jake, and then I did a little lick. Do a little lick.
Whoa.
Weird. Tastes like burger.
Yeah.
Almost like not.
Kind of not cool.
Oh.
Kind of like we need the scientists that made this to be doing other things.
I'm out. That's a one and done for me. That tastes like a cheeseburger on a chip, and it's not supposed. I choked.
I figured that could only go one of two ways. I'll finish the handful I've got. But
Patrick
went with a bad
Parsons,
one.
thank you. Oh my God.
At the end, it gets better. Like I may reach for another. Thank you, Patrick, very much. Appreciate that. But gross. Vince is calling me out for putting it back in the box.
Yeah.
I'll take the 2 out that I put in.
And I will take the 2 after that.
These are gross. Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
No, these are gross. Yeah, did you try them? What are your thoughts?
It's I admit I do actually really like the Wendy's Baconator like by itself, but as the chip I don't like.
Wendy's Baconator's good on a chip.
It's like the only fast food like burger I get.
Not good.
If I'm doing it like once every 6 months.
They were fun to try, so I don't want to knock.
It was a great send-in.
I don't hate them.
Yeah.
Chips.
No, they're not just chips.
I can't decipher anything.
Yeah, they have a very distinct. That's the strongest flavor Pringle we've had.
That smell was. That's
Honey
a
mustard
powerful
was pretty
feeling.
strong.
That's
Yeah,
a
honey
powerful feeling. Thank you.
Yeah.
This was a great send-in, to be clear.
Yeah, it's a good send-in. So we have another package here.
Package time.
Bang up.
Scissors. It looks like a really good tape job.
Yeah, Martin knew what he was doing. That didn't do shit.
Martin. Interesting box. Flatter than most boxes we receive.
He packaged this himself.
Did a great job.
This isn't a box you buy at the post office.
You think he made the box?
Neither was
if
was
you made it.
Brittany's box.
Oh my
I
God,
believe
another
that
nice
one was-
letter. Jimmy,
That one's
Jake,
a support
BBD,
box.
thank you for everything you guys have done in all of 2020. Really looking forward to what it has come. Looking forward to what is to come in 2021. Really bummed out about watching baggage, but also happy they didn't take everything and just let you delete them. I got into it a little late, so I'd watch one a day on my lunch break now. I have a boring as hell week. Sorry about your boring week, man.
Yeah.
I got this jersey at a thrift shop several years back and maybe have worn it 3 times. It's been sitting in the back of my closet and figure you guys could give it a better home. Also, as a minor league umpire, I can't really be supporting a specific team. Huge congrats to Jimmy and Katie on the wedding. Spelled Katie's name correctly. That rarely happens. It's very nice of you. Love everything you guys do. Keep it up. Jake only kinda sucks. Kellen.
I mean, I get it.
Congrats on getting the minor league umpire gig. That's like a ruthless world.
Yeah.
So we have a jersey here. Who do you think it's going to be? Ellsbury?
I hope so.
Soriano.
Oh,
Wow.
This is heavy. I was going to like hang it up. There's no way it would be able to hang on that. Maybe if you drape it from your corner of the new thing, I think
We
it'd
could figure out a way.
hang into
angle
shot.
on that.
Thank you very much, Kellen.
Appreciate you, Kellen.
Now we have
See
two
the bottom
things
of it.
hanging barely into shot. That was very
Up
nice.
hanging in the room.
Where's Brittany's note in the box? Save the notes.
Notes. Save the notes.
Save the notes so we can
Bathe the whales.
and let's the boxes so we can send like a thank you back. I want to throw away the address. Well, thank you very much. Got some food. Got a jersey.
BBD, is there more to eat? Like, do you have an eating thing, or we were just
I do
okay?
not. I was relying
Then I'm gonna
on
try these
something-
chips.
Try the chips. See if you like them.
I will have another handful. I think.
Yeah.
I'm out. I don't.
Everyone's coming around.
I don't like them.
Yeah, I didn't like them. I'd rather have like leftover Baconator meat that fell off out of the bun and scoop it up with a regular Pringle and eat it. Because then at least the texture and the consistency is proper.
I would like that too.
Yeah. Okay. They nailed the flavor. It does taste like a cheeseburger on a chip. So they did a good job there. Is it Alfonso or Rafael Soriano? It's Alfonso, right? 12?
Okay.
Rafael was 40 something. I forget. All right.
All right.
Well, we got to stay in halftime until BBD comes back because he's got the news button.
He's got the news button.
Yeah. Alfonso Soriano.
News button. Yeah, get it. You can actually keep them, BBD. They can't be here.
Yeah, it's illegal. All right, we're out of halftime. BBD, you're right. All right. Good shot of BBD's back.
Today, oh boy, and though the news was rather sad, well, I just had to laugh.
Well, it's 6 o'clock. Time for the news.
A Florida inmate mistakenly released from jail on his birthday. That's exciting for him. Chimpanzee escapes from the zoo enclosure but returns on his own. Subway's tuna is not tuna. They are being sued. Many labs have tested it and say it is a mixture of various concoctions. 4 men ate 30 kilograms of oranges to avoid paying extra baggage fees at the airport in China. Just a good time. Arrested Arizona penis man claims there are more penis men like him out there. Schoolboy changes his name to Reconnecting during Zoom classes to dodge teachers' questions. Why wombats poop in cubes.
I read the news today, oh boy.
All right, so a lot of news here. Any of these calling your name?
I heard and I feel like I saw a video of the chimpanzee that escaped and returned to the zoo. Otherwise, yeah, I mean, that's the only one I'm coming in with prior knowledge about. And the Subway tuna. I mean, I think we all knew.
Hold on. All right, I'm at the website. We have a video of the... Put it up here for us. So...
An adventurous chimpanzee has made a great escape at Taronga Zoo. The chimp was spotted sitting calmly just outside the enclosure early this morning. The zoo's emergency response unit was called, but its taste of freedom didn't last long, returning home within minutes without any assistance. Today, the troop of chimps was kept off display while an investigation was conducted.
Oh, boy. Well, that's cool. Mac escaped, and he came back as well.
Incredible accent. Yeah, I thought there'd be a little better time frame there.
The dude gave us... That was almost Perd Hapley from Parks and Rec.
A little bit. With an amazing accent.
He didn't give us any information.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing.
As you heard earlier on the show, a monkey escaped from the zoo. He did return, and they are looking into it. I'm Perd Hapley. See you later.
That's the problem. There was no story.
Yeah.
Because
there is an article.
He got out in the morning. People said that monkey's out, and then by the time the crew got there,
more info.
There's more info?
Not much more, a little bit.
Monkey already returned.
Yeah. Taronga Zoo.
Come see, come saw.
What's the zoo's emergency response unit? Like, the zoo's emergency response unit was activated is such a serious sentence that means, like, one dude in a safari hat, woke up.
I think you're getting a couple safari hats.
It was like a walkie-talkie, like, there's a monkey out. Joe, you awake?
There's one janitor that gets involved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The zoo's emergency response unit.
Yeah.
Sound like they got a SWAT team.
You mean the normal people that work at the zoo?
The employees of the zoo?
The employees of the zoo.
Like one person from each department that helps out at that part.
Otherwise, this dude's just sitting around getting paid to do nothing for a long time.
People that always contain the animals. Their one job is to contain the animals.
It also says the zoo's emergency response unit was activated but ended up not being needed. So
good test run.
A few minutes after it was seen by the contractor. That's their timeline here. So Mac escaped the house the other day. It was scary.
You got the scare. You got the feeling.
I didn't fully. Katie did fully. If I didn't see him on our street fully. So our latch on our gate in our backyard, which is the side of the house to the backyard, like you really have to force it shut now. I don't know what happened. So I was on the couch. Katie was showering. Mac was in the backyard because he's outside like majority of the time.
Yeah.
And she came out and she's like, "Is Mac still outside?" And I was like, "I think so." So I went and looked and he wasn't there. If I do this, he'll run right to me.
Right.
And he didn't. So I was like, "What the hell?" Then I looked left and the gate was open and I was like, "Oh fuck, Katie, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck." She's like, what? I'm like, "He's out." And then I was looking for my boots because snow on the ground and I was just in socks. I realized, fuck that. So I ran out into the street and she was running behind me. And if I didn't see him then, panic would have fully struck in. But he was at the top of the street. I don't know if he had just gotten that far or if he was just hanging out up there.
Floating around, yeah.
But as soon as I whistled, he ran right back and right up. So, it didn't last long enough to go full panic mode, but it was just like, we're very lucky. We're very lucky. That was... And Katie's all like, he hates us. He's a runner. It's like, no, he had the zoomies.
It's a dog. Yeah, we used to. There's an area behind my building in Denver that like dogs used to roam. So if other dogs were out there, I'd let Noodle roam and everyone would stay there. But there was one time where he was just like getting too close to the road, and it was like, dude, like, we can't play this game. Scary feeling.
Yeah.
Scary feeling.
So that was the chimp one. A Florida inmate was mistakenly released on his birthday.
Hey.
His name was Eduardo Cabana, 52-year-old. Oh, they're still out.
Good.
He was freed on an error on Monday, which was also his birthday. I mean, this dude, I bet this is how people believe in God. I bet this dude like prayed for like a birthday miracle, and then they accidentally released him on his birthday. And maybe, you know, God does exist. Maybe he's out there right now being like, also, how does this work? Like, are they going to be like, dude, you're going to be in trouble if you don't come back to jail? And he's like, well, you freed me.
Yeah. This is kind of on you guys.
Like, you come find me because you freed me.
It was your clerical error.
Yeah. I mean, I'm happy that he got out on a clerical error. I like that. The charges at first started weird because he was in jail on multiple charges, including obstruction by a disguised person.
Pretending to be a police officer, I'm guessing?
Probably just like wearing a mask.
Oh.
Like, I don't think that has to be a police officer, right?
Or like a road worker or
disguised person shooting or throwing a deadly missile.
This sounds like he was pretending to be a construction worker and threw a construction flare somewhere.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
I'll buy into it.
Okay.
Why not? And criminal mischief. But then down further, it said he also previously robbery with a firearm, which I can't. I mean, if you give me a good construction worker with a flare story, I can spin that to, you know, a big night out. I can't defend the other part. Last name Cabana.
It's a cool name.
How about that?
Eduardo Cabana. I mean, they got to have like images out, like search for this man, right?
Cabana's bananas.
Oh, doesn't look how I was expecting him to look. Kind of a skinny,
okay.
angry guy.
Yeah, that neck says anger to me.
Yes.
It's an angry neck.
This is like Brett Gardner's uncle that he doesn't talk to anymore.
Eduardo Cabana. Actually, a good baseball name.
How do you think this is going to go? Like, is it going to be a terrible video?
What position?
Breaking news, Miami-Dade Police and Corrections desperately searching for a man who was wrongly released from jail. Miami-Dade Corrections say Eduardo Cabana was released on Monday from TGK. The public is urged to look out for Cabana and call 911 if you see him, but do not approach him. There's no word on why he was mistakenly released. Look for much more on Local 10 News.
Now, do you think that they're like he embarrassed them, like he beat the system, and that's why they're like it was just a mistake? I think there's more to this.
Okay, I like that, a little cover up. I think potentially not. Like, I think someone saw his birth date and thought that was the release date, so they just did it. They're like, oh yeah, that's your.
That's beautiful logic.
Police
Thank you.
are now
Shut
looking for a
up.
man
Oh my God.
mistakenly.
I don't want to watch another one.
But yeah, man, imagine him going through that and wondering, like, A, is this just like a fever dream? Am I awake? They're releasing me from prison? And then B, like making sure you don't say anything wrong that gets you unreleased. 3, what position do you have Eduardo Cabana playing? 3, 2, 1,
Relief
third base.
pitcher.
Okay.
Just too tall for third.
Okay.
Listen to this spokesman, Juan. How are you gonna say it? Diagrando? Ooh,
Okay.
Juan Dias-Granados. Spokesman Juan Dias-Granados said in a statement, the agency is hoping to find him as quickly as possible. And I love.
Let's go!
This is a huge win for everyone out there. Yeah, we are gonna try and do our job here.
We're kind of backed up on other paperwork, but in about a week, we're gonna find Eduardo Cabana.
You may not believe this, but this has taken priority.
It's kind of tax season for us. But after that,
I wanted to find like what he got arrested for. Like, what is disguised
Tampa Bay's
person?
in the Super Bowl, so we're worried about that.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. What do you do if you're him? I mean, lay low, dude.
Get the hell out of town.
Yeah. What state was this in?
Like, it was in Miami, so Florida.
So just go to the Keys?
I get out of Florida.
All he knows.
I know, but learn something else besides jail.
Do you ever look at like the Florida Keys on Google Maps and be like, whoa?
Yes.
You've done that?
Yeah. Islands are my hobby.
The Florida Keys, like if no one's done that before, go to Google Maps and then just...
Dude, the Florida Keys, the Aleutian Islands, the Azores.
If you just go like satellite image and like just like follow that. We've done this on the show before.
Yeah.
Done that one road, man, Highway 1, like all the way down from like Key Largo down. It's like, what? Someone's life?
That's what Jess like knows all these islands because she used to go down there like
look
annually.
at this little community.
Right?
Like, what?
Dude, I think I would love the Florida Keys, and I've never been.
I don't think I would like him at all. It's too hot, man.
You like a good community, though. I think that's
look
what
at
they
this
are.
island. That's a seafood place? What is this?
It's a little community. And there's like wealthier ones. There's not as wealthy ones. You start getting towards the main islands, you go, oh my God.
What was that show that took place in the Florida Keys? About the family that owned the resort and there was all murder.
Tip drill music video?
No, it was... fuck, what was it? It was the guy from... it was Eric Chandler and Lisa... whatever. Really good show. Bloodline. Thank you, Quentin. Bloodline made me never want to go to the Florida Keys. It's just so hot, man. They're like sweating in every episode, every scene.
They talk about Bloodline how you talk about the Jersey Shore.
Oh, Jersey Shore didn't get any... Yeah, Jersey Shore didn't get any favors from that show. So maybe you're right. Also, Real World Florida Keys. They're like hurricane season, and that I was like, I don't want to do that either.
Do you want to talk about Screech at all?
Oh, that's sad, right?
Yeah.
No, not really.
Okay.
It's just sad. Kind of kills the vibe.
I wasn't sad until I saw one of the... like a young Screech pick. Because like Dustin Diamond in the later years, he obviously got involved in some weird stuff in the reality show scene, and you see him with the big beard. And then I saw a picture of young Screech, like just an innocent boy, and like had no idea the ramifications of him playing a nerdy TV show character that everyone was going to know.
So now we're talking about it because I had some thoughts.
Get it out.
Because he got because they, as a young kid, they made him the butt of every single joke, and they never gave him an out. They never, like, the studio should have given him another show as a different character. And I was thinking, like, Urkel, they gave him Stefan.
Right.
And it was like, oh, okay, this dude is actually attractive and cool.
The TV magic can make this happen.
But I think Family Matters did that.
Yeah.
So he wouldn't be just like we met.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Jaleel White. It's awesome.
Jaleel White?
Yeah.
We met him. He was really one of the nicest guys to us when we met him. We went out to lunch and he remembered us and it was really nice.
Cool.
It was really cool. He's a cool dude.
Yeah.
I think Family Matters was like, hey, I don't know how it happened. Someone came up with the idea.
Be interested to know.
And if it was on purpose to be like, let's allow him to get some street cred here, it's like not just fucking Urkel.
Yeah.
And let him be Stefan, the smooth talking hot guy.
Yeah. Let him act a little bit.
And let him act and do something different. They never did that with Screech. He was just the butt of the jokes. And then like even in his real life, I mean, so it's really sad.
Yeah.
But I was thinking about that. I was thinking like, I wonder if that was planned out by Family Matters and by like maybe Jaleel White's agent or Jaleel White, like, give me, like, please let me be not just a nerd. We should. We met him at,
those dots.
We interviewed him. I don't know if it ever saw the light of day. California Strong softball event. And then we went out to lunch after the event with everyone that was there. And he was like one of the cooler guys we met.
Yeah.
But yeah, very sad.
Sad.
Yeah. Subway's tuna is not tuna. I wanted to save this for the new show we were going to do. We can talk about it a little bit here or redo it. Yeah, I mean, if you're going to Subway and ordering tuna, and I think my mom might, which is, I don't know. If you're going to Subway and you're eating Subway's food and you don't know that you're eating garbage, I mean, I don't know what to do for you. Honestly. Like, when you walk in, the place smells like garbage. Like, the meatballs are fake. The tuna's fake.
Yeah.
The meat isn't fresh in the slightest.
No.
and the veggies are like gross. So I don't know if you're eating tuna, if you're eating Subway, and you don't know that you're eating garbage, it's on you at this point.
Yeah, I mean, right out of college, like that would be one of my lunches, just because I had no money and.
Tuna? Did you get tuna?
I want to get tuna now.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know. I'm trying to picture what's the spicy sweet chicken teriyaki or something like that. That was one of the go-tos. And then yeah, I mean one of my buddies told me one time he went to Subway and they were making a sandwich and the person was like doing their knife tricks to finish the sandwich and they just slit their hand open and their sandwich was covered in blood. So that's when I was like, I think I'm out.
I mean, you know, you go in the Northeast, you go to delis, and when I lived in Illinois, this didn't happen often. In California, you never found it besides at Quiznos, where they take the pound of the meat and they slice it right onto the bread. And when you see how Subway gets their meat, and it's just like in a frozen container that thaws out and then sits in their fridge, and then they grab it, and like it's just like pre-sliced slime.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, this isn't fresh or good at all. So obviously the tuna's not tuna. If you had to, honestly, 3 weeks ago, do you think Subway's tuna is tuna, yes or no? No.
We're going no, yeah.
Yeah. That's gross. You know that garbage smell that they pump in isn't even freshly baked bread? They created like a Febreze.
I don't know the smell thing. I've never felt that.
I have heard that before. Because Subway has that distinct smell.
You don't know Subway smell?
Mm-mm.
Oh, it's very distinct.
Yeah.
They
it's
pump
a good
it
smell.
in.
It was a good move by them, I think. But
I don't like the smell.
BBD likes the smell.
Yeah.
I don't think I haven't smelled it in a long time. The one time I've had Subway since college, I got pretty grossed out. So I wonder if the next time I smell it, it will be a bad reaction.
The chat says I said Illinois, and I want to replay on it because if I did, I didn't. I don't think I did. Someone said that the other day, and I was like, "Come on, you can't be doing that."
Check the tape.
Well, check the tape. Maybe I just slipped up. Maybe the next word was an S as well.
I don't
know. If I did, I apologize.
I doubt it.
It's a bad sound.
Doubt it.
Can't say it.
Good.
Wawa is pretty good. They slice it right fresh. 4 men ate 30 kilograms of oranges to avoid paying extra baggage fees at the airport. How many oranges is that?
30 kilogram of oranges? That feels like a lot.
Yeah, I don't know how much.
I mean, isn't a kilogram like 4 pounds or something?
30 kilograms is 66 pounds.
That's what I'm saying.
And 4 dudes ate it.
They got mouth ulcers? What's that? 4 men suffered from mouth ulcers after eating so many citrus fruit.
Yeah, because all that citrus would fuck you over. 16 pounds each if they divided it evenly.
Like what? You couldn't throw them out?
They didn't want it to go to waste? Yeah, why did they just throw them out?
Why wasn't that an option?
They ate them in 30 minutes. Huh, what?
I don't know.
I mean, none of this adds up. Is this a fake website?
It doesn't look like a great website.
Then why wouldn't you just throw it out? Why would you eat that many?
Felt like that could have been an option.
Sell them to someone else at the airport that wants an orange.
Throw them at people. Stop eating 60 pounds of oranges.
There's no need.
I'm out.
All right. So there's a man called the Penis Man.
Excuse me?
I don't have it. Do you have this? This website's not open. Okay.
Arrested Arizona penis man claims there are more penis men.
There are a lot of men with penis in the world.
Sure are.
Many believe that the infamous Penis Man, graffiti artist who tagged dozens of spots in Arizona, was brought to heavy-handed justice, but containing the spirit of Penis Man. Oh, did he just graffiti penis? You're going to have me he almost had me in if this dude was just graffitiing penises.
Oh, no. Just writing Penis Man.
That's kind of funny. He's kind of got me back in.
Okay.
Instead of drawing a dick, he turned a look both ways sign into look both ways for Penis Man sign.
It's a good sign.
Yeah, it's funnier. If he just drew a penis, I was going to be out on him.
Yeah.
I was not into it at all. But no, that's a funny sign. I mean, they have a news video of this. Come on.
It's
Down the unsanctioned art, ABC 15's Zach Crenshaw joining us live. And Zach, one particular tagger has the attention right now of city leaders.
Yeah, it is someone who has struck the city a number of times over the past month, similar to this, and 40 times to be specific. And the tagging, well, it's something you'd expect to see in a middle school locker room.
Take a stroll through Tempe, and you'll see scooters, trains, joggers, skylines, and graffiti.
The goal is to get to it within 24 to 48 hours, and in many cases, we're moving that graffiti within 2 to 3 hours.
That's no small task, considering the city has documented nearly 300,000 incidents of graffiti in 2019.
Is this a real
It could
news
be
piece?
a small sticker on a stop sign, all the way up to a mural on a wall.
One tag showing up all over is Penis Man.
Everything that you see highlighted in light green.
In the last month alone,
about 40 plus or minus tags that we've responded to.
The moniker deemed explicit and provocative, painted on abandoned buildings, city dumpsters, old couches.
A traffic mast arm. This one was on a bridge. We've seen it on signs. There's
All
some
right,
people
I know that there's people just listening, and even the YouTube people didn't get to see that. They had like a Google Maps with a green dot everywhere where there was a penis.
Like
man
a real
graffiti.
thing. Like a real cop thing.
If you live in Tempe, you should be pretty mad at your police station for putting so much energy into the penis man graffiti guy. It's either you say we're going to catch the penis man and you catch him like in 2 days or you stop. But to have that much money going towards penis man graffiti guy, the penis man graffiti guy won. Like he almost crippled the department.
Jim, this is a movement of people. And the article that we're reading, he said he's not the original penis man. There's more of us. And by the news station doing this,
there's going to be much more.
They've created more penis men. I think Tempe might be done. I think Tempe might become Penis Town, USA.
The graffiti says we are all penis man.
There's Are you looking at the Twitter?
Yeah, there's a Twitter for this.
Yeah, at fans of Penis Man.
I mean,
the bio is independent
Penis
arts
girl
journalist.
in Portland.
Yeah, penis girl.
Wow.
Hashtag free penis.
This is
man.
a movement.
Got a little bit of a following.
Are the cops dumb as fuck? This could have just been 1 to 5 people, but you did a whole news segment about how you can't find the penis man, and you've caused a revolution. And
Well,
now
that's on the news station, right? That's not on the
the
cops.
cops agreed to the interview. The cops can.
I guess they didn't have to do the interview, and they still would have ran the.
I mean, when you see that tracker and the cops are tracking
Right.
every single penis man size sign, you're going to go look at that and be like, oh, they don't have a green dot here. Okay, good, put one here.
Penis man.
I mean, that's ridiculous. Tempe just did itself in. I mean.
Oh, wow. Asked if Tempenis.
Tempenis, yeah. I mean, they gotta know, like, Streisand effect. You bring attention to it, now everyone knows. Now you have multiple penis men.
Already did.
Yeah, they had a couple. I think they have hundreds. I think there's hundreds of penis people. I think every high school kid.
And I mean, I think Tempe is Arizona State, and I think you've just fed a whole university.
Yeah, most
penis
of
man.
that account shows like found on the west side of ASU's campus.
Yeah.
It's like the whole campus is in.
We had more info on penis men than we did the guy who is a released convict.
Yeah.
Man. Well, this schoolboy changed his name to Reconnecting during a Zoom class to fuck with his teacher, and that's just a classic.
It's
a good time for messing with the teachers.
That's a good one.
I mean, the moment that works and all the other kids start giggling, that teacher's, I mean, that's a day ruiner. Like, I just got bullied.
Dude, I genuinely can't imagine. I genuinely can't.
I hope, do you hope the teacher's like my sister's age, where like she's young, she gets it, and she kind of can just laugh that off and understand it quick? Or like, what if it's like a, 63 to 80-year-old teacher, which is really old, but I was trying to be vague.
Yeah. 50 plus.
Someone who's not social media savvy, and then just like has no idea.
Awesome.
What?
One of the pieces of news we almost broke yesterday.
Yeah. Is it official, or are there
Colton
still
Wong
details?
to the Brewers have agreed to terms on a multi-year contract.
Yeah, that's what.
Yeah.
We knew that was going to happen. It's whatever. Who cares?
Is that passing?
Morosi and Rosenthal.
They still don't have the numbers yet, right?
No numbers yet.
So
you work quick.
Yeah, we'll see. Poke the fire.
Gary Sanchez looking slim.
Awesome.
The Angels have acquired Robel Garcia off waivers from the Mets. So that's the biggest news.
This one just says, why wombats poop cubes?
Sure.
I'm hoping it's a very quick answer.
Click that. Cubes, Georgia Tech. Inner shapewetter, intestines. Patricia Yang, I'm an expert on feces.
Does wombat butt have a rectangular exit? The anus is circular. The cube is formed in the intestines and comes out as is. So it hardens. Wombats are pooping like rocks that don't get mushed up as it comes through. That sounds
Turds.
like what?
Turds.
What do you mean?
You poop a turd, right?
Is turd a scientific? I think turd is just slang for shit, unless I'm wrong here.
Yeah. But like the same material. Just picture if you pooped.
Yeah.
And when you looked in the toilet, instead of seeing a submarine type shape, you saw a cube.
Yes.
Yes.
I've never seen a cube.
No. Wombats do.
Yes, but their butt is circular.
Right.
So I think this must hurt.
I don't think so, because it's not like
so?
it's not like poops coming. You just said it's like rock. I guess that's what I'm arguing.
Yeah, because our poo
I'm on team
gets,
this hurts.
Yes, our
I
poo
don't think
gets
so,
reshaped as it goes
And they might
through
be used to it.
the canal.
I don't think it's hurting them. So if that's your guys' concern, you're clear. I got you on that one.
If you pooed a shape that was different than the shape of your butthole, don't you think that would hurt?
No, because I think the poop is soft.
If it was soft, wouldn't it get reshaped?
Yeah,
I think it gets reshaped a little bit on the.
Well, it's
the
a round.
thing there.
That's got rounded corners.
It's a cube.
But it's cubic.
When you said turds, what did that mean?
The material. You said it comes out as a rock. I was like, what are you talking about?
Oh, it's
Well,
hard poop.
So then you just come out with you poop a turd.
You poop a turd. You're not pooping rocks.
What? I'm so confused. Obviously, they're not
Spot the
pooping
line.
a rock.
That's what you said. That's why I had to correct it for the people.
You thought that I was saying they poop rocks.
That's what you said. You said it comes out like a rock.
Like a rock.
Which is wrong.
You
don't know.
haven't had that kind where it's like the strain.
I think if it was soft,
that feels like a rock.
You're pooping rocks.
I think if it was soft, it would reshape to the size of the anus.
Long 2 for 18.
I think it's soft-ish. That's what I'm saying about the turd material.
Why are you saying turd instead of poop?
Because I think it helps define it for some of the people listening.
Just poop.
The turd material.
Just poop.
Yes, the turd material.
Well, good for wombats. I wonder how many other animals. Didn't we do a whole animals pooping?
There was a recent animal pooping story we did.
So wombats poop cubes. They didn't really answer why. Oh, I didn't get to it. Could other animals produce cubic poop? Let's put it this way. Not many people study the stiffness of intestines. She's like, we studied pigs too. They don't poop square.
Good job.
Humans don't poop square.
Patricia Yang, I am an expert on feces. How do you get there?
How else could your work investigating wombat poop be used? Rude question. She said, for cube manufacturing. Usually to make cubes like ice cubes, you need a hard container. But wombat poop shows for the first time how soft matter could be molded using a soft container.
Oh, soft matter like turds.
Yes, but how come it doesn't mold then? That's the question.
That's what we're all trying to figure out, baby.
They produce up to 100 cubes a day. So we think they're stacked in their body. Whoa.
Well, I'm picturing them like pooping kind of like deers. Like when you see this. So, yeah.
100 a day. Interesting. Okay. Wombats poop turds. You saying turds.
Turds.
As if it was...
Chat got it.
What's next? Mailbag?
It's mailbag month.
There it is.
Got to put more of those on more sheets. Got a couple questions from Nick.
Okay.
What's up, guys? Got 2 questions for you today. Number 1, what are some of your all-time favorite meals you had that you or someone has cooked for you? So not at a restaurant. So like a specific instance of something, I guess. Not like just like you like your mom's recipe of this.
So
which I don't know is necessarily what they're asking, but that's what
a
I'm
meal
changing.
someone cooked me.
Yes.
Is the question.
I guess a particularly good one, because obviously it's like there's probably something your mom made that you liked.
Right.
That like she did a few times.
I had a friend in Denver. This isn't a meal, but a friend who was like into the culinary arts, Sally, who she makes sweets. And if there was ever an occasion, she would make like a cake or cookies or treats, and they were always like, oh my God. Like she's running it as a side business now, Sally Sweets.
Sally Sweets is a great name.
Obviously.
I'm kind of born into that. Yeah. I don't know. I'm trying to think of like, I'm trying to go through like my Rolodex of family and friends. I mean like, hey, make sure you make this when we're there. I'd really like you to make this. Like Katie's dad's tri-tip meal. That's like a request when we go home. Like, can you please make that? Obviously, my mom has a ton. Like my mom's lasagna and my mom's meatballs and my mom's chicken parms and all that.
People probably would feel that way about like your meatloaf thing.
Yeah, my meatloaf gets requested sometimes. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have any.
Yeah, I feel like they're trying to pick out an event.
I don't think that's necessarily what he was asking for, but that's kind of how I altered the question.
That's how you altered the question. Yeah, because both of us are just gonna jump to our mother's cooking.
A restaurant. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, my aunt's Kegel. Kugel? Which one is it?
I'm now
Depends
struggling
what you
to
guys
pronounce it.
Kegel's vagina stuff.
So Kugel.
Yes.
He's the
I think
Jewish
it's like
one. He should
between
know. Kegel is more
It's
throaty.
like Kugel.
Kugel. Whatever. My aunt makes that every year because she's Jewish for Thanksgiving, and I really enjoy it. So that's kind of one I can think of.
I mean, I'm just happy you and your aunt enjoy her Kegels together.
Kegels are vagina exercises.
If that's what you and your aunt get into.
Kugel
different
is
families
what is
work different ways.
I don't know. I threw BBD for a loop because he doesn't even remember how to just do it either. Kugel. I guess it's Kugel. It's very similar.
It's definitely not.
We know what it's
the
not.
first one.
Yeah, it's not Kegel.
Yeah.
Which is bizarre. Imagine if there was is there like a penis workout?
I think so. I think you can kind of do penis Kegels.
No.
Like if you just try to like flex your penis right now.
I mean, do you like the wiggle?
Pegels.
I googled penis workout, and we have a bunch of
Oh
like
my God.
yeah, of $400.
Don't do that.
It's from Theragun.
I don't think that's meant to.
That just looks like a jackhammer.
That's just like the normal
Theragun
thing. Use that.
Don't use
Here
that
we have
on
a
your
4-step program to stretch your penis.
You want me to read it?
Read it and do it. Let us know how it goes.
Grip the head of your penis. Pull your penis upward, stretching it out for about 10 seconds. Pull your penis to the left for another 10 seconds, then to the right. Repeat these steps once or twice a day for about 5 minutes.
I mean, Healthline.com are a bunch of fucking pranksters for 12-year-olds.
Yeah.
Potential risks.
Ripping your penis off.
Come on. What is this? They don't have anything for like the researchers say.
I don't recommend the exercises I just told you guys to do. Okay, yeah, I mean, click that, obviously. Oh, no.
Oh, they got a picture of Bruce Springsteen having sex. Okay, so we're now currently on fatherly.com. The article is titled, I tried a penis workout for 3 weeks. Now I'm hooked on Kegels. So we've landed exactly where we want to be.
I believe the male Kegel is a thing.
There's something.
Oh my God, why are there so many words for this?
The most difficult thing about starting my penis exercise was figuring out which muscle I wanted. I was actually stretching. I don't know. I'm just looking for like a video testimonial.
Oh, I don't think you're getting that. Oh my God.
We got different instructions for
Should
like
we do this?
Long hard flexes and rapid flexes.
Is this supposed to be for your flaccid?
Great question.
Because I could use that.
I don't know.
All right.
All right.
We'll send out the recipe for that.
Shout out
later.
to my aunt's Kugels.
We'll have Hoodie Glaber do this to himself.
Just at home video.
Yeah. We got something we want you to work on.
We need to send this in every day.
All right. Any other questions?
Yes. Nick's second question. What unconventional items do you keep on your bedside table / in your bed or on the floor next to your bed?
Oh, okay. This is easy for me. On my bedside table is that light. I've talked about it before. That does a sunset and then a sunrise in the morning. So if by 7 o'clock when my alarm goes off, I have a fucking really big bright, like it's daylight, and it eased into that from like 6 o'clock to 7. I love it. I stand by it. Should get them the sponsor. I don't know what brand it is, but I have that. My wedding ring, which I forgot to put back on today. My phone, and then sometimes my laptop if I bring it to bed. But I try not to bring that in the bed anymore. That's all I have.
Not bad. Lamp and usually the hat I wore that day.
Nice.
That's about it.
I usually
made its way onto my bed a lot lately.
My boxer socks, whatever I was wearing before I got changed for bed, usually stays on my side, and then I'll throw it in the hamper in the morning because it's dark in there. And I can't, just
There's
try to get
times when my socks make it there because I'm still worried about Noodle eating the socks.
Yeah.
Sock.
Oh, I'm gonna buy a pillow for in between my legs.
Wow, big step.
I wasn't gonna buy it because I can't. It's hard for me to convince myself to spend money on like something that isn't editing.
Sure, it's odd.
Yeah, I'm on. Pretty frugal.
I mean, that's a big take care of yourself. That's not frugal. If you think a body pillow helps you sleep.
Well, I currently have a pillow that I put in between my leg. I'm thinking about like one of those U-shaped ones that's designed for this.
That's living, man. That's life.
And I was like, but we just got a bunch of wedding presents in the form of cash. So I'm going to splurge.
Bang.
I'll let you guys know how it goes. But I need a pillow in between my legs now. Otherwise my back hurts.
I like that.
Yeah.
Good.
So there's a pillow that is just my in-between leg pillow right now. Sometimes I lose it in the middle of the night. It's a bummer. So I'm going to buy one of those specialty ones. If anyone out there has one or has tried a leg pillow and it sucked, let me know what brands to stay away from. Please and thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for the question. Do people have a lot of stuff by their bed? I mean, I've only ever put like my phone and a light. Really?
I guess like what else would be there? A book?
I mean, in college, it was like the desk was also the bedside table.
Water
so
bottle.
Like everything was.
Yeah, everything
there.
If I read before I go to sleep, yes, my book.
I like to bring a water glass, but I often
I've always
forget.
got a cup of something.
I often forget.
It's always water.
I've been yelling at myself for it.
Yeah. Ben Filippi says that Amazon is daunting these days. Too many fake options, and I agree. It's gotten worse and worse and worse. Where The ads get boosted, and like I think all the ratings are getting completely faked. They're just paying for people to review.
Farms.
So like the top isn't actually the best option. They've been duped, and usually Amazon was kind of dupe proof. So anyway, we have a rankings.
Yes, we're at the weekly. I have to re-sign into the email because it does that. So I need a second.
All right, Jake, your thoughts?
Fine with that.
Okay.
Whatever BBD needs to do to be his best.
Rankings.
Well, Courtney, who's watching, my sister, just sent a video of me saying my aunt's Kegels to my aunt.
How about that?
Said, yeah, your Kugel made Jamie's radio show today. So Eileen's in for a fun video watch.
So this comes from Quentin, friend of the program.
Okay.
Hello, friends. Here's the rankings I like to see the boys give a go at. So the worst way to watch your teams lose. So assume all of these are in the playoffs. A buzzer beater shot in basketball, or I guess like a walk-off for baseball. I'll just read it as
Read it as is. Yeah.
Buzzer beater shot in basketball, game-ending turnover for football, walk-off homer in baseball, getting embarrassingly blown out in the penultimate game.
I think you got to start copying and pasting these because I get lost.
Well, I copy-paste them after I read them to you usually.
Okay.
All right, copy-paste it now.
And a blatantly wrong call.
Maybe the gummies or the little berries are hitting a tiny bit, maybe?
I don't know. I've
I've
never been able to do
Never
this
been able to
segment
do it.
without- I need to see it.
Yeah, we usually type it down.
If you get past 3 choices, I need to see that.
And they're not one-word options.
Yeah, like...
All right. Okay, we get... Okay, so buzzer beater in basketball, game-ending turnover in football, walk-off home run in baseball, getting embarrassingly blown out in the penultimate game. So like semifinals, quarterfinals, or not the quarterfinals, semifinals, AFC Championship, all that NCAA. Oh, yeah.
Getting smacked.
Like blatantly wrong call by refs officials to end the game.
I guess this essentially comes down to 3 options. It's like a the thing by the other team.
The other ones are way different. Like
that's what those first 3 are, like a last second. The other one of them's turnover.
Yeah. No, they're all very different.
Yeah. What do you got, kid?
Getting embarrassingly blown out in the penultimate game is the best. I don't know which way we're doing it. Like the least effect on me. It's like, all right, guess we didn't belong. Thank God we didn't go to thank God we didn't go to the Super Bowl and do this.
Yeah. We're worst way, so worst will be number 1.
All right, so I have
that would be last.
See, I have it in like a completely different category. So this is last then. I'm building up.
Okay.
The ref official game is such a different than the rest. It's like, and it might be my worst, or it might be my second, not as bad, because if it's like the pass interference, a couple that literally changed the game, but no, that's gonna be my second. Don't care or whatever, but I think it's
I don't know, man. I'm trying to think if the Yankees, because we're so tied into it at this point, if they lost because,
but it's like you get to hang your head on it a little bit. The fucking refs didn't blow it. It wasn't us that was bad. It was the refs. So you get to have a little out for yourself.
At the same time, think about, if the Yankees went to the World Series, that means a lot to us on a company level at this point. Well, if they were denied that.
I'm just thinking regular old fandom.
Okay.
But I actually have walk-off home run as the second don't care. So I'm going blatantly wrong call by the refs, walk-off home run, buzzer beater in basketball, then the refs, then a game-ending turnover in football. My reasoning is a walk-off home run, you're in the bottom of the inning, it's an option.
There's a chance.
You're prepping for it, home run, and we lose the damn game right now. Buzzer beater in basketball, usually they're going to get the last shot, and you just got to hope you can defend it or they don't make it. But that, all right, prep yourself. Turnover in football, if your team is driving down the field or gets the ball for one last chance to take the lead, and you're not in the mindset of this may end right now, you're just your team's doing it, and then the fumble happens, or like the tipped interception happens, and you're like, ah! And that's the most, like, I think, physically on the spot gut wrenching.
And it's such a shift.
I guess the problem for me with that one is I was thinking of it as you're already losing.
Tie game.
But if it's a tie game and you threw like a pick six or strip sack fumble, that is tough. And
that's a roller coaster crash.
Yeah, that's not as similar, like you're saying, with the walk-off, because the walk-off, the one team has an opportunity to score.
Yeah.
In football, you have that mentality, but if the defense does something. So, yeah, I like that logic. Buzzer beater, man. I'm trying to wrap my head around that. I mean,
buzzer beater, I feel like, is kind of those, like, three, the easiest to stomach. I mean, it kind of depends. Like, you get the Kawhi quadruple doink.
Yeah.
That one's kind of tough.
Yeah, I guess, again, they have the ball. But it can be, I mean, buzzer beaters can be gnarly.
You're prepared for that to be kind of a 50-50 situation.
We had a really fun one. A couple buddies came to Dallas, a lot of the Talking Knicks crew, Tom, Ken, Greg, and we were watching UConn. They were in the Big East playoffs. They go to overtime. Cincinnati, I asked Ian Happ this. Cincinnati hit a shot that basically won it. And then Jalen Adams hit the full court shot. I don't know if you remember that, but it's like full court, like 70 feet, like unreal. A guy was on the street, like dancing. He was a Cincinnati fan after the first shot went in. And then there was like a pause in the action. And then UConn hits the long distance shot. So we thought he was celebrating with us. And we were like, yeah, let's go, UConn. And he was like, Cincy. And we were like, oh no. You got out too early.
Buckle up.
So I mean, a buzzer beater, I feel like that was the initial, what's this called?
Turds.
The college football, or it's like college football now, they show it a lot. The snake thing. Like when you lose and it's bad at the end, you throw it up.
I don't know a name for that, but
yeah.
Hand on your
It's
head.
Oh my God, hand on your head is a saying.
Cobra surrender. Thank you, Derek.
What's it called? Oh, I never heard that.
But I like it.
Yeah, no, Scott Van Pelt's huge on that. It's like every Saturday in college football season, they push that because you always see a game-winning field goal. Yeah.
I like that.
I'm with you in the embarrassing blowout. That's you get blown out, you get blown out.
Rather
it's
there than
easier. Yeah. Walk off, I'm kind of with you because it's also hitting a home run, which is the hardest thing to do in sports. So
I'd rather lose on like a walk-off home run than like a single walk, single.
Yeah,
just like quick and easy. Yeah,
the whole way.
It's bam. Okay, we've flipped. It's completely other emotion now. It's
I think
I slide the refs up, man.
The refs for me is two different things. One, you're mad at your team or upset with the play of the team. The other, you got it taken from you. So for me, it's either not on the list or it's like number one.
Yeah, like worst.
It depends on what
I've got
specifically
worst
happened.
way to watch a team lose, and I think ref blowing it. Like no argument if this call gets made. Like that would drive me nuts. That would drive me insane. I think that's probably my one.
Yeah.
You always feel like, what if they just didn't?
Yeah. Is that the rest of the? Is that it? Is it the rest of the show? Thank you guys very much. Thought I was going to say something at the end. Oh, for anyone that's still stuck around all the way to this point, Game Show Network update. We talked to their head of programming. He said he didn't even do like the open up stuff. He got right to it. He said, I know what you guys are probably going to ask for. Baggage cannot be, you can't do it. He said, I tried to get you guys the right to do it and talk to our legal team, but it's a no-go. He said, I watched a couple episodes. I watched one episode. I had 3 spit takes. You guys are hilarious. He told us that he thought we were really funny and like he loved it. He said Game Show Network is family now and PG-13, so they don't really associate themselves with baggage and that. I said, well, maybe I'll find out later. He said, yeah, ask in 6 months and maybe I can push it back and it'll be less of a thing with everyone. He said that he thought it was great promotion. But
he was awesome.
Yeah,
the guy we talked to was the man.
He's the executive producer of Baggage.
Yeah.
So we were asking, at one point we were just asking about Baggage.
Yeah.
He said it's real. He was like, no, it was all real. Like, that was no fakeness or...
It's kind of everything we touched on when we talked about the show. You know, you get some Hollywood people that are going to ham and eggs it a little bit, but he's like, no, man, when we used to produce the show, like what you guys do is what we used to do while the show was happening.
In the producer room, we used to do that shit behind the scenes.
We'll see. Love will find a way.
But, very nice guy. Big fan of ours.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you very much. Oh, I don't like that one.
Oh.
I like this one.
Which one's that?
The other one's called Rock Loop. This one's called Classic Rock Loop.
We used to use that for something. Oh, we used that for sharp stats.
Oh, yes. The sharpest stats.
Sharpest of stats. Over.
Goodbye.